Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Are you DJing or retarded?
Damn, it's both. Well, we're off to a great start.
It's close to midnight. Something's lurking in the dark. You start to scream, but it takes the noise before you make it. I don't remember every word to that song, but I know I can, like, if I heard it, I could probably sing all of it.
I'm literally paralyzed.
He's moving pretty well for a
I've
fucking
got
paralyzed.
the
Tis of night.
I really like Sonic, and trains are pretty out of sight. Tis of
Tis of night.
If you ever organize my room, I'm
My
a freak the
sensor's
fuck.
overloaded because I'm
Stimming tonight. This one guy's like you play with their hip.
looking at the fidgets.
The fidget spinner hasn't stopped spinning. Like he doesn't done it. His on his finger spinning.
Welcome to Snark Tank Podcast.
Fidget.
That shit fucking, God, that fucking intro.
That song
that shit gets my dick a little hard when I hear that.
I really think that probably is melodically the best song ever. Like it's
Thriller.
Your disrespect.
The best song
it is
ever.
one of the greatest songs ever. Like quite actually.
I'm sure maybe one of it. Like that's the
Greatest
best song
songs
ever. Is insane.
In a list of like how many,
Like 100.
in 100.
In 100, I think it's
put
top
it
20.
High on danceability, 100%. Like if we're talking about like a song that really makes you want to get up and just start fucking grooving.
That's kind of the thing too. Is like there's different metrics to judge them, right? You know what I mean? Like a danceability ranking is way different than like a melodic ranking.
A
lyrical ranking. It's like very different. It's all sorts of different.
I think like he. Like on the top 100 songs, like if there was like an external species that came and was like critical of like all music and was like quite actually best by best, I think out of like the top 100, he has probably like 20 of them.
If like an alien species came down and judged it,
If they were like, this is the best for musical songs, like period.
I don't think so. I don't think if at that point I don't think that's true.
I think
because I feel like
I think it is.
A being like that would have a list of like 100 people. Or 100 songs that we've never heard.
I think,
you know what I mean?
No. I think there'd be a lot of them that we never heard. But I think the person that would show up most often on there would be him. I think it would definitely be because I really. I've
never been a fan of. I'm alone on this though. Like I've never been a Michael Jackson person.
Okay,
ever.
Think of it like this, right?
I just never cared. When he did that lean, I was like, all right.
You weren't even here yet. You weren't even here yet.
Right,
you were like, all right, in the actual
He
plane.
saw it. He fucking somehow pre-birth. Not interested.
That's kind of lame. And everybody's like, shut up.
I was born.
Shut the fuck up.
I was born unimpressed with Michael Jackson.
I think of things like this, right? Like obviously popularity doesn't exactly correlate to quality.
Sure.
But there is a through line.
I mean, it's on occasion, sure, yeah.
I think almost every time.
I think with Michael Jackson, I can say it's true. I don't hear Michael Jackson and think like, why the fuck do people like Michael Jackson? You know what I'm saying?
Like when I hear Taylor Swift, I think that. Like I think like actually why?
That's the argument right there.
Why do people like her so much? No, her work ethic.
I could give a fuck. I'm not her employer. I could give a fuck about her work ethic.
Well, no. I'm giving her respect where she deserves respect. That's what I'm doing.
Sure, whatever.
Like,
yeah.
She works fucking hard. You know,
I guess.
Like almost 2 year long tour. That's fucking.
We should let him do this because I know it's hard for him to give credit to a white woman.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, dude.
He's actually doing something very monumental.
It's a big moment for me.
This is character development.
Big moment for me.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think like when I see Michael Jackson, I'm not like bewildered by like his success or anything. I'm just kind of like the amount of it does perplex me a little bit. The amount of it, because I'm just like I don't know, man. Like all right.
That's one moment. Like even Freddie has fucking bad musical moments, you know. And I love Freddie Mercury.
I feel like the height of Freddie's voice is like way so much higher than Michael Jackson to the point where like I can't even conceptualize how they're even close.
I do think Freddie Mercury's a better singer, but I'm sure you haven't listened to Michael Jackson's best singing.
That's interesting. I know. I think like probably years ago, or I don't know when, but we had a similar conversation talking about them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And I do think it's interesting because I really think you're exposed to enough. I
think that's what it is.
I agree. I agree with you. Actually, I think there's.
I think you're like, oh, your contrary nature was like. I think this guy's kind of.
I'll put it this way. I think Bohemian Rhapsody, and I mean like the actual, not the bridge, because people always talk about the bridge. I'm probably in the minority where I think that shit's kind of dumb. It's not dumb as a musical piece.
I don't like Bohemian Rhapsody at all.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really?
I've heard it too many times at this point. Like I'm just kind of.
I don't get sick of music. Well,
here's the thing. I didn't love it initially anyway. Like when I first heard it, I was like, interesting.
Like even
you know, it's not bad. You know,
Mama.
It's not bad. I hate it.
Gay shit.
I get sick of that song because it's so schizophrenic that I'm just like pick something.
Dick in my ass.
Pick something.
I think the song is completely. It makes complete sense. You have this ballad for the first half, and then it does that fucking crazy bridge, which is really impressive, but I personally don't care for it to be in it. Yeah. And then the latter half of the song is turned to a rock song, and the fucking riff is great.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing. I feel almost like with that song in the same way that I kind of feel about that the most recent Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
the one with all of them in it, where I'm like the I don't remember the title of them. No Way Home, I think.
No Way Home, yeah.
With Toby and Andrew.
Yeah,
where I'm like, this is several movies, and I don't want to see the first half of this movie ever. Ever.
The first half is trash of that movie.
Yeah,
I mean, the first half is dog shit.
You've evolved on this opinion.
I like the movie overall, but I think the first half is dog shit.
But right, but what I'm saying is like you've seen it enough now. Where it's like that first half is not very good. From the
beginning, I was like, he went to Doctor Strange before he like tried to figure. He went to magic first.
Yeah, well, we won't get into it. But the point is like it's a long song, and it's like tonally fucked completely. Not in like a bad way necessarily, but it's, you know what I mean. It's all over the place. Like the beginning is a different song, the middle is a different song, the end is a different song, and I'm just thinking like I would rather listen to the end of that song or the beginning of that song. Never really the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I do. When I think about it in a how most songs are structured, that completely makes sense.
CKY. Like I want to listen to I want to listen to the first 10 seconds of that song.
Here's the problem.
Only the first 10 seconds of that song.
Here's the thing. I understand what you're saying, but also I like the simplicity of the just the verse, the riff and the verse.
That's
like
fine.
Because like say I can listen to dumbass AC/DC that'll do some very simple bam, you know.
Yeah, fair.
People went crazy for that shit back in the day. Like I can't believe that. People were like,
I honestly think it has more to do with the guitar tones and things like that.
I think it's a vibe. I think that was very much a
good guitar tone. Like it's
that sounds solid as fuck.
For how simple it is. Like I've definitely played that before on like a normal guitar. It sounds like shit. It sounds like garbage on a normal guitar, but it sounds way better.
Do you think that people would fuck with that song really if that one little lick wasn't at the end of that?
No, fuck no. That makes it.
Well, it feels like that. Da-na-na, da-na-na. No, don't even put it in there.
That's empty,
just let
though.
it go.
That's such an empty beat, though.
Wait.
Da-na-na. Suck my ass! Lick my sack! I'm fucking gay! I can't believe I'm fucking gay!
That song does go hard. I hate that I like that
a pretty good song.
I don't like that genre generally.
What,
but like
metal?
that's not a bad.
That's not hair metal.
Holy shit.
That's not that hair metal.
This is what you would call
gay.
I mean, look, man. When I hear that dude, I do kind of laugh sometimes.
Is that
classic
Tyler?
rock?
Who was
the creator?
No, who was
Yeah.
Who is the lead singer of that AC/DC?
I forget his name.
Angus Young, isn't it?
No, that's the guitarist.
Oh fuck.
I forget his name actually. Because
Prime rib. They're all just named after meat.
I'm the filet mignon. My name is fucking Trey Tip.
So stupid.
I'm Angus Young, and this is my vocalist Prime Rib Old.
Prime rib old.
That is crazy. I think it just
Fucking
turns
stupid.
I think a lot of music turns into like it's how you're exposed to it for me because I didn't like classic rock for a long time. It's still not my favorite genre of music. That's the kind of like genre of music I kind of like. I just don't care for it too much because it doesn't. I've never listened to it too much. It wasn't around me enough.
Yeah.
For me to grow up with. But then like I realized I kind of like metal, and I was like, this is another genre, but like it was also in everything badass.
Yeah.
Like every time I saw anything cool when I was younger, it was like some fucking guy with a wig on that was painted black, and he was thin and angry, and he was screaming at the sun. And I was like, all right, this is fucking, this is pretty cool.
What were you listening to?
I don't know.
It's like would someone in your family just like have like a black metal channel? That sounds
A
like
black metal channel.
Yeah,
A
just
black
like
metal channel.
exclusively black metal.
In the 90s, a black metal YouTube channel. Look at this, Kingston. I'm like, what is this YouTube thing? You're gonna
It's
love
not
it.
YouTube yet. It's MeTube right now because it's just me.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah,
It's just myself.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I almost
Angus.
I had a
prime
moment
rib.
there
What?
because you said classic rock, but I don't know if you said this or if I just heard it, but I heard you say classic rock.
I might have said
And so
classic.
I turned, and for like a split second, my mind turned you into fucking what's his face from Android 19, the guy who looks like Kim Jong Un.
Oh no!
You turned me into a black
My
version of
mind
him?
was not. I was thinking of the word crass,
No.
but no. Now that you're saying that,
Right. Yeah.
crass.
My brain did like an edited a racism on you.
Classic rock. That fucking thing that looks like Kim Jong Un. The first time I ever saw an edit of that, I legit. It was an edit of
too
him
powerful.
clapping. It was him clapping, and I was like, "This is."
Did you see the energy absorbers on his hand a little bit? Was it like there?
There was a little thing.
little bit, yeah.
There's a little. It was actually really impressive. I was like, "This is a great edit."
He
It's
does
well
look
done,
like
yeah.
him. He does actually look like him though.
He kind of does.
It's unfortunate that
very much does.
there's that much
very much
similarity in their designs. You know?
Yeah.
Or look, because a person doesn't have a design. A person has a look.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember how we got here. Oh, we were talking about Freddie Mercury and
Freddie
Michael
Mercury.
Jackson.
And,
Yeah, I
What's
don't
the
know.
best classic rock song of all time? You think it was that black Back in
good
Black
question.
or
I
some
don't
shit?
know.
You think that, or what people consider? What when they hear it's put on the best classic rock album or song or
I can't.
I feel like when people say that, and they're like when people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna play the best classic rock song," or like I look at like maybe top 10 classic rocks, I always hate them.
classic
I always
rocks.
Yeah.
What about
these are the most classic rocks?
You know, we were talking about like
Rock.
best songs, like, and then the criteria. My thing was, I always judge things mostly by. It's still hard because it's still subjective by like emotion
Sure.
and what is the most emotionally impactful. And usually ballads do that. Usually ballads are the most emotionally impactful song. So when I'm thinking about classic rock, I would say "Stairway to Heaven" has to count, right? Because that's like in the well, obviously
Sure.
Led Zeppelin is
Yeah.
classic rock, and that's probably to me like that. Or I know some people are actually I heard people that are actually sick of Hotel California. They're like they hear that song like I fucking don't want to hear it anymore because I hear it anytime you turn on a radio and it's a rock radio. That song comes on all the time. I guess.
Yeah.
And that's a great fucking song. Like I think songs like that are probably. But when I hear like say a simple like meh, I'm like nah. You know, I usually it's kind of like I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking as I'm thinking.
Bam, 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 bam. I'm like fucking dying. And I'm like
Yeah.
like I really like Creedence, right? But also sometimes.
Oh, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sometimes like I've had enough of his voice.
That is so not
I
my
know what
genre
you
of
mean.
music. Like I'm so ignorant to this genre of music. I know these songs.
I like Fortunate Son. I can't help but like that song.
Fortunate son.
Because it's just a good. It is good,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, man. Rocky Like a Hurricane's kind of fun, I guess.
That's more on the genre where you're getting into the hair
Right.
metal now. That's more
Yeah.
of the arena rock, I would say.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But I do
Is
like
that
that.
me?
That
I do
was
like
me.
that riff where it's like. What is
It's a
the
great.
fucking? It's a good.
Dun, 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 dun,
And it is energizing. I will say that. But what you know what I hate actually?
Yeah.
Fucking that Rocky. What is it?
No,
Eye of
Survivor?
The, Eye of the Tiger.
Survivor.
Oh my
man.
fucking god!
You don't like that song?
I'm a
really?
Get over yourself,
Oh man, look! I will say I hate how overused it is. I was just catching up on.
I'm gay. I'm so gay.
I love some meat.
Did I mention that I'm gay?
I am gay.
I am gay. Did you know I was gay? I am gay. I am gay. I'm gay.
I think that's a good song. I'm
I
sorry.
am a gay lord because I am gay.
The reason why I think that's such a good song, personally, is because of the fact that song evokes emotion more than probably most songs.
But I don't think it does. I think it does because it's associated with the movie. I think without Rocky, that song is whatever.
I think it did. I think Rocky amplified it, but I do think it still evokes emotion undeniably.
I don't care about Rocky though. To be honest,
You know the thing that's interesting.
he's really rapey in that first movie. By the way.
That song.
He's weird.
That song, it's really interesting how, because obviously it's associated with Rocky, but that song doesn't appear until Rocky 3. That's the thing that's crazy. Because most people that are...
Oh, it isn't in Rocky 1?
No.
I've seen all of them. I don't remember.
Yeah. No, that's a Rocky 3 song.
Exactly.
I'm a bona fide Rocky fan. I was obsessed with boxing.
You're a rock
and shit.
star. Okay, cool.
I am. I can't even... I can't. Well, I'm not to the point where you know how there's hipsters that like everything. No, I still can't. Rocky 5's fucking gay, dude. That shit sucks.
With the robot? Is that one with the robot?
No, that's Rocky 4.
That moment is so funny.
Well, the robot's stupid, but they're also it's in the 80s future. It's like they're in the 80s part of where everything's futuristic. Like that's why they start playing the music that's more synth and shit.
Yeah, it's like Blade Runner.
There's no easy way out. Bam, 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 bam. You know,
I think
it's
that
much
music,
more in there.
I like that shit, man.
I liked the idea that they were optimistic in like a technological, like dope neon, and then here we are.
Because that's every that whole line started. We started pushing the envelope then towards that, and we were like, no more.
Yeah, everything's the same.
No more.
It's so it is. It is funny how different everything is, but how similar everything looks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
where like under the surface everything's unrecognizable from like the 90s.
Sure.
But then it's just like the only thing that's really different is that McDonald's are squares. You know?
They really the architecture is for a lot of actually buildings now and fast food in general
Things are round.
They're all the fucking same.
Yeah,
and
because it's cheaper to do that.
It's very cheap. Yeah. It's not the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but it is. Like I remember hanging out in a McDonald's or a Taco Bell back in the day, and the colors were cool.
Yeah, they were distinct.
Yeah,
you remember the Burger King around where we lived that had like the cars in it,
the old
cars.
I remember that.
They had like cars for seats in the fucking
sort of like the idea of the old drive-through era.
Yeah, it was like a
like a diner, like old diners.
Have you been there recently?
I haven't been, dude. I haven't been.
It's just like a normal kind of industrial, square.
I haven't been back home since 2018.
That's crazy.
At least that area of it.
Right,
I was
right.
in the city like 2 years ago.
You should get on a plane and go.
They should go on a plane right now, in fact. It's the safest time to do it.
Yeah.
You guys telling me like, guys, I'm so afraid of planes. It's crazy.
Inexpensive and safe.
Inexpensive and very safe.
It's very, very safe.
You go. Which Delta? You should take Delta.
You should take Delta?
They probably have a really good prices right now.
I'd rather walk.
Take a domestic Delta flight to I don't know, what's a place that they like the biggest accident is likely to happen.
Times Square. No, I'm kidding.
I guess, yeah. So hey, you can drop me off in the middle of Times Square. You tell
No problem. Don't worry about it.
That reminds me of a dream I had a long time ago.
I can land it, and he does.
That reminds me of a dream I had a long time ago where I had a flight.
A lot of people.
I had a dream a long time. That reminds me of a dream I had a long time ago where I had a flight home and I was in the airport. I was flying from LA to New York, and then I walk out and it's just one guy in a biplane and just like one seat for me. And then I got in and I was like, oh shit. And I said, can you drop me off in Manhattan? And he was like, yeah. And then he drove in. But you know how like the city is like a grid system, right? And it's like a lot of like long hallways. He drove in and he was like gonna land in the middle of the street. And then the wings like broke on the buildings.
So now you're just a missile at this point.
It was just like a tube. And then he crashed and then he died. And then I went out and got pizza. And then I woke up. It was fucking insane. It's fun.
Yeah, I guess I'd get over that.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to fly ever again.
I
never wanted to fly in the beginning, but like that's why I'm like definitely not going to create a class this year. I was like,
I mean, you wouldn't have gone anyway.
I I would only go.
You never go to any of the. You didn't go to the things that were driving distance when I told you to go.
I would go if like someone I really cared about was involved. But now no one's involved, so I'm like, no.
Well, surprise! Chris is back in. He's fighting. He's fighting Lizard.
You're fighting
Lizard. I'm fighting a lizard.
Damn, I couldn't. I was like, what the hell's...
Chris is fighting
What is
Sean
a-
Strickland.
Sean Strickland.
For some reason is in it, and he's fighting him. Oh my!
What is
I would love to beat him up, but that would make me
the
so
fuck
happy.
is that?
But I know he would kill me.
Who's Sean Strickland?
Oh, it's a name drop that you wouldn't know. It's just some racist guy in the UFC.
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What happened to it, man?
You're crazy for thinking that it's different.
It is different.
A lizard.
It is different.
I don't know how.
It is. It's
Brother.
It's the people that would like that
What is
were
an
always
adjective
there.
with an L?
Lizard,
Adjective?
lonely lizard,
Lonely
lively
lizard. Lively.
licking lizard,
Or
Loquacious.
ludicrous lizard.
yeah. See, ludicrous lizard. See, it's easier to do it in that because I was trying to. So I failed miserably, but like I was trying to do like a Froggy Fresh thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Lizard.
Yeah, but see, it's easy to do it by putting it in the beginning.
Lizard loquacious.
Lizard loquacious.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean that's the best. That's it. So yeah, that's who Chris is fighting. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm cutting out all that other stuff before.
We were talking a little bit earlier before the show about I don't even know how we got there to this conversation, but like we were like, oh, Kingston came in here and he looked distraught and we were like, what's going on? And we kind of assumed that he just killed Lily.
Yeah.
And he came here and we got to talking about the premise of like what is like what would be would it be normal for a person to like, let's say they have a show, would it be normal like if they did kill their wife or their girlfriend, would it be normal for them to just ignore it and come to the show and kind of put on the the face of like nothing's happening,
Right.
nothing crazy is happening, or would they stay and then like suddenly everybody's alarms are raised because like what the fuck, Kingston didn't come in and he didn't let us know what the hell's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? We got to call him and see what's going on.
We got to go to his house and invade his privacy and see what's happening exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tough
It
one.
wouldn't be difficult.
It's a tough one if you definitely did it and you're trying not to get caught. It's a tough decision to make on the fly because I like now thinking about it. Okay, maybe you do want to go to work like normal because then it's like somebody else will discover her and it's like I had no idea kind of a thing. Whoa, oh no.
She has a handprint on her face that's my hand size.
Yeah, it's
And she's dead on the ground.
there's fucking
what the
like
hell? It's
there's
crazy.
like Digimon cards all over her. Like there's Digimon cards in her throat.
That's crazy. That is fucking insane.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to put myself in a spot of a murderous mentality.
Yeah.
because I'm just so not.
Well, not a murderous mentality. Let's say you accidentally killed somebody.
Because like accidentally kill somebody, I'm turning myself in immediately.
Really? I'm running.
I'm running
I'm running immediately.
That's the
somebody.
crazy because then it's like it goes from being like an accident kind of charge, like a manslaughter type of thing, or negligence or whatever the accident it is, to just probably murder 3 or something.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm leaving.
Yeah, but
It's either murder 3 or nothing.
Well-
So I'll risk nothing.
Because I'm so not violent. Like I literally make an effort to not put my hands on people.
That's not the
Because of stuff like
conversation.
that.
Yeah.
The conversation is like, let's say you're frying an egg. Let's say you cook for some reason.
yeah,
Let's see.
yeah.
I cook every day pretty much.
Do you actually?
Yeah, we cook all the
Are
time.
you the cooker?
Yeah.
Lily doesn't cook.
We help each other, but like
Lily doesn't cook.
She doesn't do anything.
she helps me. Like I don't know. Like it's
So-
not like I cook. She doesn't. She just sits down.
So
thing.
you
It's we
clean
help.
you clean the house all the time. You cook all the meals.
We clean the house and we cook together.
Sure.
Would that be a deal breaker for you?
What?
If like your partner didn't cook at all?
If I am putting an effort to keep the house clean and she's not, then that's a deal breaker. Yes,
Yeah.
100%. That's ridiculous.
It's kind of insane.
That's ridiculous. It should never just be all one person doing anything. That's crazy.
I agree. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the healthy.
That's how old families are. That's how like her
which is tradition, which is
tradition
kind of
is
dope.
stupid.
I mean,
it's lit. It's lit, but it's really stupid.
yes.
Some things stay around because they work, and some things stay around because they're just fucking people are too stupid to.
Here's the thing.
Some things are just
if
both.
you had a trad wife, though, would you deprogram her to be like, hey, you can chill. We can do this together.
I couldn't have a trad.
Absolutely not.
I couldn't have a.
That's what I'm saying.
I couldn't have a trad wife
and
though.
that is the.
I would never turn somebody into a trad wife, but if they were that already, I'm not doing anything to fuck with that. Are you kidding?
Fucking exactly.
I couldn't have a trad wife. Like I don't. I can see the splendor of it, you know. Like I can see like the rolling golden field of having a trad wife. But like I also am like, this is like you're not a person, and I don't think I'd want that.
Ooh,
What makes them
I
not a
wouldn't go
person?
that far.
Yeah, what makes them not a person?
Because of the fact that their whole
So all these
existence,
trad wives listening right now, like what?
their whole existence
Yeah,
is like
all the trad wives listening to this Stark Tank podcast.
All of the hundreds.
19.
We hear you, trad wives.
Yeah, trad. I mean, you would be surprised. I caught your solo episode. Right? He did an extra ammo solo episode.
No, yeah.
And
I
the
don't remember what the fuck I said even.
It was just the final question. There was one of our listeners that was saying, and it's like kind of this deep into listening, that he almost voted for Trump, where he said that he liked some of his ideas, but he thought he was just a massive piece of shit, so we couldn't in good faith vote for him. And I was kind of like where you were, what you were saying. You was kind of like, it's kind of surprising, like what policies do you like? But what I'm trying to say is, we clearly have some listeners that think that guy's still spitting fire. You know what I'm saying? On a certain level. So it wouldn't be a stretch to me that we got some trad bitches listening to our podcast.
Maybe.
I mean,
I want to be
to me, that's
respectful.
less crazy.
I can't fathom it.
Brother, it's less crazy to me than like we hop on this and talk about how much that fucking orange fat piece of shit's a clown. And there's people still around that are like, you know, like, I hear you, but I still kind of like some of the shit. And so, for someone that just like wants to cook and clean and take care of the baby and do everything and cry in the corner at night, you know, and then reset. Reset. Because you know that's what trad wives do.
You get a knockdown, you're like, oh, low sleep again, let's go, reset the combo.
Yeah.
You know, like they're about to explode and they reset. They cry in the shower and they reset. They put on their makeup before bed so they wake up beautiful and all that stuff.
It's not crying if there's other water.
Exactly. It's just water more.
Fire! Damn, that's good.
It's not crying if there's
That's
other water.
good.
Holy shit.
That is probably real too. They're like to mask their tears in the fucking shower.
That is the most. I feel
that makes me
that's
so
the most
sad.
profound thing I've ever said.
That makes me so really, really sad because, but also, bitch, it's your fault. So like, I was,
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I don't know. I wouldn't
100.
mold somebody into that.
There's a bunch of conservative motherfuckers following all of us, and we're like,
Well, yeah, you can tell them to leave and they won't.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, you can tell them to leave and they won't. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, all right, man. It's like if you're gonna be around here, just you're gonna be annoyed. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, if you want to give us money, like I'm fine.
Oh, great. No, like I always say,
and in fact, I kind of respect it because that's some level of principle there. Because it's like, you know what, I like these guys. I don't care if I disagree with them. They're good. They're cool. You know what I mean?
100. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer that way. I prefer people who are real like that than to the motherfuckers that if you say one thing they disagree, they plug their ears and unfollow.
Right.
I'm like, you're fucking gay.
That to me
dude.
is ridiculous.
Like I tell people every once in a while I'm talking about politics. I've had disagreements back and forth with Dusty Smith, for example. Mm-hmm. I still watch his stream because he actually covers like really good shit.
Is he still a raging piece of shit and no good garbage person?
I don't ever thought he was a bad person.
I never felt that way either.
Yeah.
I remember.
I just thought he's still a hothead. And that was his issue, where he drove a wedge between anybody who he could have had like friends with, but he was just hostile.
I remember I didn't like him very much, but I didn't care either. It wasn't like a
He was
I didn't think about it really.
Right. I didn't. I know I made fun of him one time. I did the Twitter trash with Bunty, and there was a thing where I was making fun of him, and I still think about that every once in a while because I was just making him.
How old is he?
He's gonna be 50.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember seeing it. I remember being like, "Yo, you grade immediately."
Oh,
what the hell happened?
He had so this is how much I watch him. It's kind of crazy. He grade really early. He's like one of those people that grade early. So he used to dye his hair. So genetically, he was already gray, I think, in his 20s or 30s or some shit like that.
All gray in 30s?
He's Solid Snake.
Basically.
That's crazy.
12-year-old with gray hair.
So then he stopped giving a shit. He's like, I don't care anymore. And then
12-year-old.
he's fucking completely white now. And so I'm like, holy fuck.
Remember Joe's cousin? You're Joe's 40-year-old.
Oh my God, the elderly
40-year-old, 20-year-old cousin.
He's younger than I was, dude.
That's some guy on American Idol. I was like, this nigga ain't, because the cutoff was like 28 years old to be on American Idol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back.
And he came with a walker.
Oh, the gray-haired guy, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. What the hell was his name? Taylor Grayhead or something? I'm serious. Like, it was like I think his name was Taylor.
Oh, I lost a little oxygen.
Taylor Cunt?
Cunt?
No, it wasn't Cunt.
you doing?
I'm really trying. I'm genuinely trying to remember this guy's name. But I have no.
Cunt. Okay, I'm gonna put it. If you seem to be on Taylor,
I think it's Taylor, but I don't know.
is it something? It's something with an H. No, let's look. Okay,
The gray hair
American
guy.
Idol gray hair. There's no way it's not gonna pop up. Yeah, look, God, this guy looks ancient.
Who the?
Can you give me a name? Oh, Taylor Rubin. No, Hicks. Taylor Rubin Hicks. So Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
The name sounds
really?
familiar.
That doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
Well,
could've
I
sworn it was
remember
cunt.
an H. He looks like
Can I see him?
Yeah, he looks like an unachieved George Clooney, like relative of George Clooney. Like to me, he looks like
Yeah, that is him. Yeah, okay, it was Taylor Hicks. Yeah.
You guys remember Sanjaya?
Sanjaya, dude, that was the first. Yeah,
No.
I think about Sanjaya at least twice a year.
What's
which is more common than you would. So
Okay.
Sanjaya was on American Idol, I think 2007, 2008, around that time, and he was just this kind of like this scrawny Indian guy who he didn't sing terribly, but he wasn't very good. And so
He made it way too
and he
far.
made it really far in because people were like, "We have to see this guy. Let's vote him in." That was one of the earliest examples that I could remember of like unified trolling. To like
that nigga's got a forehead. Good for him.
I forgot about that.
dog,
Yo,
he looks
that's
like-
crazy. He looks like the leader.
He does. He looks like a
He
bad
doesn't at all.
guy.
He doesn't at all,
He looks
really.
like an
That
Indian
does not
bad.
look-
He's like an Indian bad guy.
Yeah, it's Sanjay. That's me. Sorry.
No.
Don't worry, guys. You're not popular.
Oh wow, he looks like a normal person now. Well, his eyes are still a little kind of,
He looks like he's on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Fucking Myron.
I bet he's been on. It's just like, oh, it's the American Idol guy. Those guys.
Hey, it's me. Women suck.
Yeah. Oh man,
American Idol.
extra ammo. Let's do a Manosphere episode.
Would you
And
have,
then release
would
it
you have
publicly, like
Myron?
as if it's like a real thing.
That'd be fun. We could reach out to some of the OnlyFans creators that we know, and then we could have them on. And we could just bully them.
Dude,
We could have Myron. We should have Myron on here.
I would never. If I
My
got
smile-
Myron, if I got Myron into this apartment, I think I would literally like call. I would lock him in here and I would call a fumigation team.
Do it through the windows.
Yeah.
I would
really hate
rather
that
have
guy.
on the other guy.
I would
don't-
not have the other one. I do not want to
would
get
rather
ripped
have
apart.
Myron?
Pussy,
I do not.
dude.
I would not want to get ripped apart by an animal. That is crazy.
You're so convinced that he's a
That is
legitimate
Harambe.
gorilla.
That is Harambe. I fucking. He
That is
looks
so
like
crazy.
an ape. I swear. Tell me he doesn't.
Look,
You
Say
say
it.
I don't agree.
You are lying.
I'm not lying,
in
brother.
your spirit, you mean it.
In my spirit, I sincerely do not see what you're saying.
He looks. Never mind.
look, man. Oh, I didn't retweet. I hate when I don't.
I had a
retweet
dream.
shit.
I had a dream that we were in Fishkill, and there was for reason a zoo there.
That's awesome.
And the zoo, everything broke out of the zoo, and like we drove to like one of our friends' houses, and I was like, "What's that?" And my son was like, "That's a possum." I was like, "That's not a possum. That's some sort of ape-like creature."
There's a person.
It was
a
the-
person in a possum suit.
No, it was a creature, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on?" So he started driving through town, and there were apes and like animals all over. And
When was this? When did you have this dream?
Last night.
What is wrong with you?
This is I haven't had a dream in a few months, so this one is definitely
Oh, so
vivid.
it's vivid for you.
It's very vivid.
Oh, I see.
I have dreams all the time.
Yeah, I dream like every night.
But I forget them immediately. It sucks. It's really annoying.
I think I dream darkness sometimes.
yeah.
You ever have like a good idea in a dream?
Yes.
And you're just infuriated because it's just like you can't get to like a notepad fast enough or
many
like
times? I've had some risks.
we talked about this recently.
Yeah,
I
we
think,
did. I
where it's
think
like we were just like, I know I wrote like an amazing song in a dream, and it bothers me because I understood. Like I know it was there because I was like I remembered parts of it, and as I was writing it down, it was drifting away.
Yeah,
Oh God,
that's a big one.
like tears and rain.
You see this?
What is that? We have a Reddit.
I
had no idea we had a Reddit.
I don't even know how I stumbled upon it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And somebody posted this.
Gorilla.
So when I saw it, it was only up for 5 hours. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? There's an active Snark Tank Reddit that I've never checked. And I
What
still
the
haven't
hell?
checked it. I need to go scroll.
Look, that's funny,
scary.
but also like, you
hey,
know, like,
hi.
Yeah, thanks whoever did that.
Like,
I feel like
like
usually
that.
Reddits hate the people that they're dedicated to, though. So like I don't know.
They probably despise
Yeah,
us.
well, I mean, it's in maybe.
It's hard to tell really with that.
Because
So-
I mean, this
Same shirt I got on right now too. I hate it.
it doesn't want it doesn't recognize.
You got to show it to this one because there's only one face to. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So if I block your face,
There we go.
yeah, it's a little gorilla munch.
I really don't know how I feel about
It's a
that.
funny picture though.
I like it.
What is that from?
I'm smiling so big.
Yeah, like why are you?
Why are you so joyous?
You're like, like it's an interesting face that I think I've seen you make before.
That's like my happiest face.
No.
Why is
When
it?
was
Why
I
are you
that
so,
happy ever?
What picture is that? Like, why is it? Why are you so happy?
I don't know. I'm confused.
The funny
too.
thing is you're wearing the same fucking shirt.
I know. I haven't worn this shirt in so long.
So
and I'm like, oh,
make,
I'm gonna.
try to make the face.
That actually is insane that you're wearing the same shirt.
Try to make the face. A little wider mouth. A little wider. That's pretty good. All right, so I can see there's a little editing going on because it hurts to try to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I would definitely run away from an accidental homicide.
I would totally call myself.
That's crazy. I like this. Then it's like your life's over. No.
I actually feel like I would. Honestly, the real answer is I feel like I would probably be paralyzed. I think I would probably like stand there and not do anything because I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what to do.
I would be afraid if, like, say it was like a joke, like how your Lily scenario, you stuff the Digimon cards down her throat. Like I don't know what I have. I have action figures, so maybe I did that to JoJo or something.
Yeah.
For sure.
It would be, or if I just woke up and she's like fucking on the floor, like
I'd be so mad.
I would be terrified because like, black husband kills white wife kind of a thing.
Oh
Like,
yeah. It would be a whole thing.
Yeah,
And then
like,
we'd have to deal with it.
Yeah, we'd have to talk about it on the show too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna
But
have
the thing
to.
is, isn't it? I understand what you're saying. Like you were talking about, it's like that's crazy to run away from something like that, and I do agree. But like also like there is like a natural kind of. I feel like from a base instinct level.
Well, you always
like,
go
I
to
need
the
get
worst.
The fuck away from
you always
this,
go to the
you know?
worst. You know.
What do you mean?
Like people are brains. You always go to like, oh my, the worst thing's gonna happen ever.
Well, no, I mean it's just like this is a bad situation. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, get out of the.
Like, I wouldn't leave.
I remember doing. I think about this every once in a while where my grandma tripped. We were in like Florida or something, and she was just in her tracksuit, like walking. We went out. Me and my brother went out with her. We were kids, like under 10 years old or something, and she tripped on a curve and fell. I've never seen my grandma fall before. It was fucking terrifying to me just seeing.
It's scary. Yeah.
Old lady, boom, and instead
And then
of
you left?
Yeah, it literally terrified us. It was like, and we ran because it was so like,
You
oh my
ran
God,
away?
dude. She was obviously pissed. She got fucking mad that we didn't help her, but it was legitimately.
so
I'd
crazy.
never seen anything like that before, and it was like. Oh, maybe it's like almost like immediately we assume the worst and like we need to go run and like find somebody or do something.
Yeah.
Instead of checking on my grandma and helping her.
I have a similar story, but I did the opposite. I just stayed to help my grandma. I was like, I'm
which
gonna help my grandma.
that's the default. You're
Because I was
supposed
just
to
like, oh, my
help
grandma,
somebody,
help her.
help
but
them right when they fall.
But this is real. She's done this to me multiple times. She's done this to me so many times that she did it one time. There was like an Oprah Winfrey show like in New York that she wanted to go see, right? And we were waiting in line to go see it. She obviously dragged me.
Yeah.
It was like my sister didn't want to go, my cousin didn't want to go, and her siblings didn't want to go. And I was like, Grandma, I don't want to go. She was like, well, too bad, you're going. So we went to the city. We were in the place in Queens. I forgot what it's called. The showroom in Queens. I forgot.
is it the Open Sky Stadium?
Yeah, I forgot what it's
I think I
called.
saw Hall & Oates there. Forest Hills?
No, not Forest Hills. It's some sort of like
Whatever, it
the
doesn't
Javits
matter.
Center, the Jacob Javits Center.
That's in Manhattan. Don't worry about it.
might be,
The
yeah.
location's not important.
Yeah.
So we went there, and I remember she fell down, but she always, whenever she falls, she grabs me to help herself not fall. She's done it multiple
So
times
that's
in
why
my life.
she wanted you there. She wanted you there to.
Literally, just in case, you know. So like she slipped because it was snowy. She slipped, and I remember she grabbed the collar of my shirt
Just stretched it out.
and in the process of falling, she used me to not fall
Let's
and
go.
threw me to the floor. And I was
Let's
like,
go.
Grandma, why?
You're fucking Crutchton.
Literally, I was like, Grandma, no. I got up and I still, my clothes were all fucked up, and I was like, now I gotta go sit and watch Oprah fucked up. What if they pan on me?
Your shirt's all stretched. Oh, look at this poor kid. Just sitting there,
This
just
poor, dirty, freezing black teenager with dirt and soot and fucking snow all over him.
Soot, dude.
Yeah, you slipped on like an oil, like a little
oil chimney opening or something like that.
You know those cartoons?
In the snow.
You know those cartoons when somebody like slips on a banana peel and then they enter a building and they come out with like some assortment of bullshit on them? Like you slip and like you scroll into like a fucking oil refinery.
And I come out as like a Saudi prince or something like that.
You come out as a Saudi prince
and you sit down still. You still sit down. Kingston, get the fuck over here.
I'm like, Grandma, let's just go inside. And the lady next to us is laughing.
And then Oprah's like, at the end of it, she gives everybody like a new wardrobe. It's like, you get a new wardrobe and you get a new wardrobe. Not you.
Not you.
Not you.
You get sentenced to death.
Yeah, you're a disgrace.
What?
Bring out the gallows.
They fucking have what's his name, Dr. Phil, like when he was still like a servant or whatever.
When he was Mr. Phil.
Yeah, Mr. Phil, like wheeling it out, wheeling out the fucking
in like a burlap hood.
Like the fucking axe guy from Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, yes, Oprah.
That shit was so fucking insane.
I can't wait to get my fake degree.
Can't wait to buy my degree on fucking at ittech.store.
.store.
Fuck. If it was that easy, man, I would be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Why am I not doing this?
You really can do that.
That is true.
That is like not something you can't do.
Dude, my oldest stepsister, she needed when Washington Mutual was still a thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. She needed a degree to get this position. She was like, "Oh yeah, I have one." They don't verify. And I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Wait." So you just skip thousands of dollars in years to just fucking just be like, "Yeah, I get this job," and I was like, "That's insane."
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the sports thing too. It's like people are just like, "You're a really good player. We're gonna just default past your classes." You know what I mean? Like I've seen that happen.
That's true.
And it's just like
I know people that happen too.
That
play basketball
is
with
very
me. 100% do. Like, oh yeah, just
like
you're
these
good.
are dumbass
the very
motherfuckers.
idea that there was any merit in this country ever is hilarious in retrospect.
Merit
like it is truly insane.
Merit is so fucking.
It's not real.
It's definitely not. I mean, it's nepotism and just who you know.
It's nepotism and maliciousness.
Yeah,
really.
I think merit does matter, but the idea that the merit is a piece of paper is fucking so insanely stupid.
Yeah,
like people that I know people that were in my bio classes that were fucking idiots that are now nurses.
Yeah,
they're fucking idiots. They went on. They were cheating in classes. Like there's a college.
Well, they're eyeballing it anyway, doctors.
yeah, well, I to a degree. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like there's a college called West Coast Medical, right? It's a nursing school that you take none of these science classes to go get into.
Sick.
That is crazy.
I bet I ran into one recently. So my new doctor is right down the street from me. Where I was, I just got a blood drawn from a nurse, and usually all my encounters have been like professional. Like, oh yeah, they train, they have experience. This one, it was crazy. It was like she was torturing me. Because like her technique was, first of all, you know, my veins are very visible, very easy. Like I'm an easy candidate. So first,
terrible.
She goes to the side and like here's my vein, so easy. Like she goes to the side, she goes this way, and I'm like, what's happening? And then
she's going goofy.
And then it's at
like skateboarding,
like skateboarding.
Because you went goofy for
skateboarding
sure.
Goofy, what's happening?
It was at a crazy angle. I was like, "Fuck, this hurts." And then like I tried to relieve some pain by putting my arm up a little bit, and she was like,
"No."
She literally did this twice, and I was like, "What do you?" I was looking at her like, "What are you doing?" I've never. I was like, my only explanation is she likes hurting people.
Coming in from the side, that's insane.
I've never.
How do you do that?
I've never had my blood drawn. I've never had my blood drawn in italics.
For people listening, it wasn't completely to the side. It was like at a less 45-ish degree angle. Instead of it just coming in like
that's still crazy,
completely parallel to my fucking forearm.
Yeah.
It was angled a little bit. 45 may be a little bit of a stretch, but it was at an angle enough to where I was like, "What the fuck?"
It was actually just a bubble tea straw.
that she got in.
And she just like she had like one of those vacuum cleaner level like fucking like tubes.
Yeah,
and it's
it's a bubble tea straw and a Dyson vacuum.
I'm thinning.
Stop.
That's all my blood.
You can't even do it. I feel like just after a little bit, like you're already like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I'm never that bitch. I'm never letting her touch me again. And I don't even. To be fair, I don't even know if she did anything with that blood because
I drank it.
Because doctor hasn't called me. No one's called me for my results, and it's been weeks. And usually it takes a week. Like usually.
Dude, I remember I went to I remember years ago I went to like I think I did a blood test at like a Planned Parenthood.
Oh, nice.
Just out of safety, you know.
Yeah.
That was in a raucous time. But so I was getting my blood drawn, and then the nurse was like, she said something that was like it put me off guard, but like I didn't know how to interpret it. She's like, "Oh, you got nice blood." But it wasn't like I can't remember the tone exactly, but it was like I wasn't paying enough attention, so like I just interpreted the words, and I was like,
Do you think you disassociated because you saw her salivating?
I don't know what
she was like. A vampire.
Yeah, she's
a vampire with that Planned Parenthood is crazy activity. That's crazy activity.
That's a great idea.
They're eating them. They're eating them afterwards.
Yeah.
You should have that embryo. You gonna finish that?
I remember that shit being borderline free. By the way, I'm pretty sure now it's like $2,000 to go to Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood had a lot of free services back in the day.
Yeah, I know the big A was not free.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
they don't do that there.
It was all of the. It was like preventative care, preventative stuff like that. Was
the early ones they did there, 100%.
What?
Like early, like very early ones they do there.
What do you mean, like the pill?
No, like within,
you
like
mean
the
actual
first,
procedures, like a clinic?
Within the first like 6 weeks,
I feel like they only do that at clinics, but like I could be wrong. I don't know.
I literally don't have. Yeah,
I'm not a doctor.
I've never attended one of mine
because I've never had that. I've had a few scares, but they all didn't pan out. It's just one of those things how humans behave. Where some of those girls have late periods all the time, but they didn't have any sexual activity around that time, so they didn't think about it.
I'll give you $75 in a bus ticket. Like, hey, handle that.
$75 in a bus ticket.
$75 in a bus
ticket. Handle that.
Here's a ticket to the Museum of Staircases and Spring-Loaded Boxing Gloves.
Exactly. Be quick about it, bitch, and I want my receipt.
I want my receipt. That's not. I mean, that is smart.
It's haters.
At least you got to get the receipts and let them, because you got to know. You got to
go. You got to go. Like I would. Like,
it's a lot smarter.
Especially
if
I'm telling you if I'm telling you not to do it. Which, granted, I haven't had one that has had to go take that actual step. It's always been like, you're taking that pill.
Just get the morning after pill. Right?
You're taking that pill.
Get the morning after. I've had one girl, she took it upon herself. She was like, just in case. And I'm like, she didn't even ask for money or nothing.
I had it once and I was like, we're going to CVS right now.
Especially some of the girls just date.
No, I definitely had one. I had one of those where I'm like, I'm moving to Canada and or Mexico. Like, if that's what happens, I have
and Canada and Mexico.
You're gonna be a double being. You're gonna split down the middle like 90s Superman, but there's a blue and a red one.
Just one. Just one of those girls that like we had absolutely zero in common, other than just like, oh, we're just fucking, right.
Right.
It was one of those things where I was like, oh my god, and then so that after that, it's like. new caveat, new line is she needs to be cool at least.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna fuck a girl, like at least she can't be
serious,
stupid as shit. She was like one of those dumb raider bitches, like I know her kind of thing, and I'm like, I would have killed myself.
I love the idea.
I knocked down so many of those.
I love the idea.
I don't know why I couldn't stop. Like I was addicted to terrible Hispanic women in New York. I don't know what was wrong with me.
Yeah, were you gonna say, Chris?
Thank you for timing that question with the
it really.
What were you gonna say?
Well, he stopped talking, so I was like,
I don't even remember now.
Uh-oh.
Guys, seriously, don't fuck somebody you wouldn't at least be 4% okay with them.
You gotta have some sort of like, you know,
you gotta have a line.
Think of the worst scenario and then be like, can I handle this? If you say fuck no, don't. Just don't. It's not worth it, bro. Even though, like, say in my situation, everything's worked out just fine, but still, it's such a gamble.
I know plenty of people that have kids with people they fucking hate, and they are bound together as long as that kid is alive.
Yeah,
so you know,
a handful of my high school friends, they absolutely did not stay with their baby mamas, like not even like a shot.
Not even a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I was gonna say it was stupid and had nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, like, because I mentioned spring-loaded boxing gloves, and that was like, I was thinking like that's something that I thought I would see more of. Also, like I saw that in so many cartoons, and I was disappointed that like you could. I was disappointed that you couldn't just go get that. You know what I mean? Like they weren't at Walmart or something.
For me, it was the lone banana peels. The rogue
What do you
banana
mean?
peels.
It's just a banana.
And then, yeah, don't you just
Yeah, but I
do
never
that
saw
yourself?
rogue banana peels. I just never saw them really. It was like I thought these were like a real.
You've never seen a rogue banana peel?
I
I
definitely
feel like
have.
I've absolutely seen a rogue. I don't know if I pointed it out or anything,
You
but
gotta
I'm
leave a little
sure.
to make them. They leave a little bit of banana in it. That's how you make them like they could die.
Look, if they
A
didn't,
little bit of banana.
if they weren't
Step on it,
biodegradable, we probably would see way more.
That's true.
Because humans just shit.
Yeah,
You know, they're
or
just
like probably
throwing
like an
shit
animal
everywhere.
comes and grabs it.
particularly in America,
That's that. It's
we
definitely
are
they're doing that.
we're particularly disgusting here.
Yeah.
We are parts. Like,
Yeah,
particular-
no, yeah, for sure.
We're also way too overcrowded. Yes, but like we are very disgusting here compared.
Well,
to
we're
other
just because
places.
we, we're social creatures and we like to jam into these. Like when you look at like say, the vast majority of these countries live in like these little dots, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
Population, yeah.
kind of crazy.
Even us, the middle of us is empty, dog.
Yeah, nigga, I
The middle
want
of-
fucking us to essentially terraform the Midwest and turn it into like bring it up to speed, have a good internet, good
Do we
good
use it for like agriculture and stuff, or no? Is it just not being used at all?
Yeah,
But parts of it
Or
for
is
sure.
it just like we're not there because we don't want to get taken into the heavens by wind?
it's kind of a mix of both. Like there's some of it we use for agriculture, and then some of it is just kind of barren, and there's not really a lot to do.
It's like we can do it. It's like when you look at say like Arizona and Nevada, they're like
You're not doing anything
Yeah,
there. Like,
what are we doing? But so people started building like big ass cities there. So I'm like, okay, we can definitely do that in some of the dry patches in the Midwest. But I think just a lot of rich cunts just own all this property and just aren't doing anything with it. They're just
Yeah.
like they just bought it and they're like, I don't
doesn't
know.
Bill Gates own like a fucking ridiculous amount of like just unused farmland or something? I feel like
Doesn't surprise me
does.
I
if
feel like I
it-
remember reading that.
fucking. I know Zuck owns like fat parts of like Hawaii or something. Just like, oh yeah, fuck it.
Really?
Yeah, he owns like an island and stuff, and he owns
I
like
wish I could smite people. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could like call upon the power of the gods and just
fuck.
smite humans.
that would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be until I lose it because I'm gonna lose it eventually.
Who would you if you had just one charge?
One charge.
Yeah, you had one charge and you lose it. You can there can be one smite.
Nah, it's one person.
I don't think I can legally say.
Yeah, I can't do
You
one
can
person.
say, like hypothetically.
I can't
like,
do
I
one
think
person.
because it's specifically illegal.
I guess
There
it
you
would-
go. It's pretty obvious.
I
who it
think
is.
it's only illegal if you're actually saying I'm going to do this, and it is not a fantasy scenario where you can't let
well,
smoke.
let's
Well,
not.
the
let's
people
not.
who know.
Let's not. Let's just not. I don't know. One is I can't do one.
Okay.
I need more.
Yeah, you can't just.
I need to kill the person that creates that rule that it's only one first, and then I'll have more.
No,
to
no,
use.
no. That's not what you need to kill the person who enforces that rule. Because the person who made it up, who's to say they have any power over how
That's
to
true.
enforce it?
I just need. I need to be able to break that rule.
Yeah. How many people do you think would just waste it on the most inconsequential, like the most?
Oh, a lot of people, I think.
A
yeah.
lot of people.
I think a lot of people would be like, fucking Sarah from across the street.
yeah.
That bitch ain't
Oh, yeah,
talking
can you imagine kids with that power?
It would just be their teacher.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I remember.
wish Miss Hoscom would die.
I remember hearing that there was like this weird scenario where it's like you have like
That's how you die. That's how you die. You make that noise. I
Tom
love
and
that.
Jerry.
in the middle of class too. A kid is like she's teaching, then like she's
I've been
and
laughing
boom.
about one of our Snark Tank listeners sent me that what's it called Monster House
Yeah.
clip.
Oh, which one?
That guy he just screams out of nowhere. And
That's
like
not
the
a
cop
real-
in the car.
Oh, in the
That's not
car?
real,
Yeah,
though. He's
it's
laughing,
edited,
though.
yeah.
It's not real. It's so.
I've seen that
I've never
exact-
seen that before. I've watched it like probably 30 times last night. It's so fucking funny to me.
That movie has a lot of like. I love the clip from that movie where the guy comes in and he eats the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's like a scene where like
oh, sorry.
Kids, this better be good. I was in the forest wrestling with a bear claw when we got the call.
it's so stupid.
I've seen that. So, that movie's hideous. Also, that
It is a
movie
fucking ugly
hideous.
movie.
Disgusting animation. Holy fuck.
It's a classic, though. Unfortunately,
It's such a good. It is really good.
I never seen it. I saw that was the first time I was that.
Did you see? I shared this on Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this wrestling? This wrestling. This indie wrestling league with this character.
Dodo.
No. Okay, so you haven't seen it. There's a wrestling league. I don't know what it's called. I don't know the abbreviation for it. I have no touchstone for wrestling at all. All I know is that this looks like an independent kind of small thing.
Yeah.
And there's a wrestler, and he's got two flannels on. He's got a flannel tied around his waist. And he's got a flannel up here. He's got long hair and a hat. And his name is Stephen Flo.
Steven Flo.
Bro, the song
I remember
is
seeing that.
Steven Flo.
That's sick as fuck. That's sick as
and
fuck.
the lyrics are Steven Flo, and then the announcer goes, "It's Steven Flo."
I saw him climbing up on a turnbuckle. I saw you posted
Yeah,
that.
and what are the lyrics are fucking awesome because the chorus is just Steven Flo over and over again, but the lyrics are like all sorts of weird shit, and then at the end it's like, "Steven is here, but I don't know where he is though." It is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever
This
seen.
sounds like this fucking show. It sounds like literally this show.
But dude, like the way the announcer interjects, he's
Yeah.
like, "Just so you know, it's Steven.
It's
Flo."
Steven Flo. Like, if you haven't figured it out by now,
It fucking
That's
murdered,
awesome.
Flo.
it murdered me
I
when I
love
heard
it.
it.
I love fucking fucking indie shit because like there's so Kane. I'm sure you've seen Kane before, Chris. Like if I show you a picture, you'll be like, oh yeah,
I think I've seen
okay,
him. Yeah,
just
for sure.
red mask and red, like he's a big fucking dumbass. Go ahead and play
No,
it.
wait, hold on. You have to keep talking.
Oh, okay,
It's magical.
So there's a gay version of Kane in the indies named
GAYNE.
GAYNE. It's fucking awesome.
I looked to heaven. You said that, and I looked right at God. Like wherever God is in heaven, He saw me stare right at Him. You see me?
This fucking asshole.
Oh my God!
Wait, let me see it. Let me see him.
He's just gay.
That is
It's just a
insane.
gay version of Kane. It's fucking.
That is so fucking
All right, give
stupid.
me
That's
some
the funniest thing I've seen in my life.
Where are you? No.
Steven Flo. Steven Flo.
Oh, Steven Flo. Steven Flo. Steven Flo. And what I love most about it is that it's Steven Flo, but like Flo has an E at the end to differentiate him.
That's great.
It's so damn
Funny,
stupid.
he looks like a wrestler because there was a wrestler named Raven that essentially looked like that
Oh my
grunge
God!
shit.
I remember Raven.
Remember Raven? Yeah, so he looks like that's basically how Raven dressed. He looked like grunge.
Yeah.
He looked like that. Long hair, stupid flannels and shit, jean
GAYNE
shorts.
is crazy.
GAYNE's fucking. And
That is it. That is probably one of the wildest. That is a joke for me. Like that is a joke that was like, oh, this is
this fucking this faggot.
God damn it.
You can't do that, Derek.
So this is GAYNE, GAYNE.
GAYNE. He's just Kane but gay. He's just gay Kane. I swear to God, like.
Oh my God!
People always say like, "Oh man, like that's so like." I always get people are like, "Oh, it's so immature," and I'm like, "Yeah, so what? So what?"
The fact that it is immature but still exists is what makes it funny.
Yeah.
That like adults were like, you know what I'm going to do? Like a 30-year-old man was like, you know what I'm going to do?
Exactly that.
I'll be Kane but gay.
But
and commit to it to the point where like he's like out there doing it.
It is
It's the commitment to the bit that makes it funny.
it's 100%.
I went through a phase where I thought like you go to kill, you think silliness is funny. Like, this thing is silly or funny.
Yeah.
And then you go through, you're like, oh man, I like more refined comedy. Where like I think farts are a little funnier now. And then you're like, oh, I just think Edge is funny. But I've just looped back around to just ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Is the key to hilarity to me. Because like the idea of someone being like, you know, it'd be really funny if Kane was gay, and one of your homies being like, say less.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
like-
then
Then this fucking guy goes and fucking just.
oh, the whole night. You don't see it for 2 days. And he pulls back up. Look at this, guys. I'm gay.
I'm gay.
so
Like a
dumb.
prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in watching like whatever the match was.
Yeah.
But like that intro fucking killed me.
There's so my friend and I, we were actually going to legitimately. So there's a thing called Southpaw Regional Wrestling that the WWE universe started. It was like a fake regional southern scene, and so all the wrestlers in WWE just came up with all these fake wrestler things, and they were just doing like these promos, and so we wanted to do something similar like that, and we didn't come up. You know, it's one of those things where on the fly, we're like, what should we call it? And then somebody said the Sexual Wrestling Federation, and it never changed. Like, it was like a placeholder, and it's like, okay, we're just the SWF now. I guess we're the Sexual Wrestling Federation. And we started actually creating characters where my favorite one was because this was right when the Unite the Right thing happened. Mm-hmm. And so the main villain was the alt-righter, and he was like the Tiki Torch guy, and he's on his khakis and shit. And can you guess what his finishing move is called?
What?
Just the final solution?
Yes. Like I love it. I love when people understand where we're going. Yeah.
That's a dope fucking...
It sounds dope, doesn't it?
I hate how bigotry is fucking funny. It's this funny and cool in a really not good way. It's like, oh man, this... Like the final boss of a fight being a Klans member draped in like some sort of like sick fucking gown with a hood on, and he has like a sword that's a giant cross or some shit. I'm like, look, this is lit.
Yeah, and if he's good too, that's the thing. So do you remember Kung Fury?
Yes.
Yeah, so here's the thing that I feel like dropped the ball, because in that entire movie, Hitler was supposed to be a kung fu genius, and he was built up as that. And then it turns out he was just a complete fraud. And it actually disappointed me, because I was thinking like the twist is going to be, no, he actually is. Like, so he, because you were like, okay, he's a fraud. He's pretending he's a
It's like a Wizard of Oz type thing.
Yeah,
it's like
it was and I was like, well, no, that's... I feel like I loved it up to that point where I was super disappointed that I'm like, I wanted Hitler to be like, oh, it turns out he's the shit.
I think maybe at that time they didn't want to empower Hitler.
I think that's probably what happened.
It's kind of like
now, you know,
I think it would have been better for sure, but
Yeah.
it's like one of those. I do agree that like they should have just did it anyway, because I'm of the mind. It's almost like in like, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 was supposed to have like the World Trade Center in it, you know what I mean? But then they were like, no.
It's like, imagine.
Let's cut that out. Or like
like
even Spider-Man. You remember Spider-Man?
Yeah,
the first trailer for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Where they
Before
had
the
like
towers,
they caught the helicopter in between the Twin Towers. Sick imagery. It's the only time the Twin Towers have ever looked cool to me.
I think they took it out of Project Gotham Racing too.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, they got rid of it.
I remember that.
Fighting, you get to the end of Final Fantasy VI and Sephiroth is a bitch. Like, actually, in the 70s, it's like you punch him once and he's like, he blows up.
He blows.
All right.
I saved the world.
He blows up.
Should we move on to questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go on to some questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/SnarkTank. Remember, you can go over there. There's a bunch of tiers that you can do. There's a tier for asking questions. There's a tier for getting your name read at the end of the show. In my solo episode, there was some confusion about, like, I guess there's still like a $15 tier, and there's some people who are on the $15 tier like curious as to why their names aren't being read. That's not the name read tier. That's like kind of like an older, like, we've got to fix that. Patreon's weird about like altering tiers. Like, there's like a weird kind of back end thing that you have to do. Because I remember trying to do this with my old one. And it's just like, you can't just fucking do that. You got to do all... And it's weird. It's fucking bizarre. Especially if there are people attached to it. So, just PSA, if you're trying to get your name read on the show and you're curious as to why it's not happening and you're on that tier, that's why.
$25.
25, which is expensive, but...
Expensive.
It's 4 fucking pages.
Yeah, if it...
At this point.
If
so
it
clearly
wasn't $25, how...
Yeah, exactly.
10
like, if it was...
pages.
We'd be here forever. It would be the whole show.
Well, let's be real. That's I can't remember what the tier was before when we first started it. It was lower, and I think it got up twice, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it might have been 20.
It didn't start off at. I don't even know if it started off at 20. I'm not even sure. It would have to be. I'd have to check. I just
don't remember
it.
Yeah.
We were like, fuck. It's gonna be insane. I mean, for example, I think we have like say the $5 tier has like, I think there's like 1,300 people or something like that in the tier. So imagine if we lowered it, a lot of those people would migrate to it's like we can't read all those credits. So it's literally for that purpose.
Yeah, it's expensive specifically to disincentivize you from doing.
And we appreciate it though.
We appreciate it.
No, it's fucking. It's like these people. Like it's phenomenal. It's really cool. I don't feel like I'm hoping that we're just giving them a product that they feel like it's well deserved, and the people that have been there for like years, they clearly think so, and that makes me happy.
I think so too. And the credits at this point have become such a big part of the show.
Yes,
that I think people actually sit around and listen to it more.
Yes,
because there's unhinged shit happening in them. And I think it makes people more likely to even jump on it. If we just ran through them every time, I don't think people would care that much.
They wouldn't. I think some of the best material on our show has been in the credits for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, so we're going to get into some questions here. Patreon.com/SnarkTank. You can go over there, snarktank.shop for new merch soon. Getting pantsed while soft wrote in.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the default, right?
I've been pants while very erect before.
Getting pants while hard is weird.
I've been pants while hard before.
What?
Like fully erect before, yeah.
You have not.
Explain yourself.
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
I was feeding.
You playing basketball?
I was feeding a little bit, and then
playing basketball. You're
just purposely making the ball head graze the tip of my dick.
It's a secret way to jack off.
That's so much effort.
And then someone finally figured it out, and they're like, "Wait a minute, plants do," and you're just fucking.
No.
Wait, I love "wait a minute." As if
Wait a second.
As if they're like unmasking a Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah.
Like they've been trying to figure out why I've been hard the whole time. Wait, I think I know what's going on.
Hey,
you're hard.
Adrian, my penis is a sphere.
What do you mean?
My penis is a spherical object, Adrian.
Why, Rocky? Why?
It looks like a tomato.
I was born this way, I guess.
I was born this way, you know, Lady Gaga.
You know me. Adrian, you've sucked on this ball before.
You sucked on this.
Why are you so surprised?
Track, baby, I was born this way.
You're singing this.
Baby, I was born on the right track. Baby, I was born this way.
Stallone karaoke is actually actually a brilliant idea.
I would love to do
Sylvester Stallone karaoke. We should have a Sylvester Stallone karaoke night. I think that'd be a great idea.
Whose birthday's next? Whose birthday's next?
Oh my god! I just leaped into another universe. That's amazing.
Isn't that a great idea? I'm actually writing that
down. Oh, that sounds.
I'm writing
awesome.
that down because I don't want to forget that actually.
I want to do drowning pool bodies.
Sylvester.
I
think that would be a fun. I feel like a lot of people would come to that.
Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me.
Yo, nothing gotta give you.
No, you have to combine them. You have to fuse both of the tones.
How could you do that? Dude, my fucking mouth is shaking.
That was crazy.
Did you see his face go limp?
I channeled his.
I'm so glad I cut to you.
I channeled his. I literally felt like I was gonna go fucking gonna be paralyzed, dude.
I watched him have a tiny stroke. I said tiner. I merged tiny and minor. Have like a tighter stroke.
That's crazy. I'm never doing that again.
Maybe his solo karaoke might be dangerous.
Well, just don't do Sylvester Stallone doing fucking what the fuck's that band called again?
Pearl Jam?
Yeah, Pearl Jam. There we go, Pearl Jam.
I've only ever heard
it just wasn't coming to my mind.
There was a Pearl Jam exhibit when I went to Seattle.
Do they have any other songs? Or just they have one song?
They're really
Pearl Jam
popular.
is the one that is the only one that I like that I've heard.
They're really popular.
I know they have many. They actually released an album like a year or two ago.
They still around?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that day.
How old are they?
I remember the day they put out that new album because I went to the store and I bought it and I was like, man, it doesn't get Eddie Vedder than this.
I need something.
You'd be my smite. It'd be you. I'd smite you.
You would waste it like a child.
You made me mad. You made me mad in this instance. You have to die.
That's a good bad joke.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Anyway. What did he say? I don't even think we read the fucking...
Not at all.
Not even close.
All right, so he said, getting pants while soft, and he says, hey, boys, Snark Tank meetup at the Dave Blunt's concert in Santa Ana at the Observatory. I know Sweeney's a big fan.
I'm not. Derek's the big fan.
When is this?
In May.
In May?
Yeah.
How much are the tickets?
Like $30.
Oh, what?
That might not be a bad idea.
There's no...
Should we have an unofficial meetup at the Dave Blunt's concert?
I literally already secured my tickets, so if you guys want to do that, yeah, absolutely.
Is it seats or is it like a open?
No, it's
an open floor thing.
I'm assuming it's just a pit. It's just the floor. No, it's definitely just the floor. There's no seat selection.
Cool.
I'm sipping on
That might happen.
promethazine.
Derek will be there at the very least.
I will absolutely be there. I already got my tickets.
Depending on the day in May.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Dave Blunt is.
You've seen his fat ass.
I've seen him, but like I don't know anything about him.
Right.
I've never heard anything that he's ever done, and I think I might not specifically. I might avoid it specifically, just to be completely bewildered.
I like that.
But like, I don't hate the idea.
Yeah,
That might be crazy.
It's gonna be a great experience.
We kind of get away in some way with like we don't have to pay for security. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like
that is brilliant. It's like having a fucking meetup at a convention or something.
Yeah,
it's like it's already paid for the security and stuff, and they're like, hey, we don't have a booth, but we just meet up over here.
So you're right next to the booth. Like someone has a booth, and you're hey.
I mean, it's fucking like Jim Lee's booth or something. Just like we're all gonna meet up at Jim Lee's booth, and then like
Ethan Ralph has a booth where it's right next to Ethan Mouse. Ethan Ralph with a booth is crazy.
Ethan Ralph
with
like
a fucking
Comic-Con?
Yeah, like a vendor, like not a vendor. What is it called?
Ethan Ralph with a Comic-Con booth. It's insane. Oh, him signing people's bobbleheads.
Did I show you what he looks like right now?
Signing pistols.
No, he has a new form.
So he looks like a wax statue. It doesn't make sense. Like he's shaped
show
up
it to me.
Okay, it's gonna take me a second.
Yeah, no worries. That's but yeah, so yeah, maybe
Jesus Christ,
maybe a Snark Tank meetup at the Dave Blunt's thing. Derek will be there. You can find him.
Yeah,
I might go actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, whatever.
It should be fun. I think it's gonna be a fun show.
I have no concept of who this guy. Like I know he's a fat guy.
Yeah,
but is that all he like? What does he do?
He's just like he's such a fucking.
Is he a rapper?
Yes, and he's like he does pop rap, right? But and he just sings about chicks, like fucking chicks. And but it's like one of those things where it's like it's so obvious he's not doing this stuff.
Well, yeah,
that's what makes it so compelling. Like he's this fucking massive drug addict that can't stop sipping on promethazine.
There's a video. You saw the picture he posted yesterday. Where it's him holding a Mountain Dew can, a bottle full of fucking scissors, and I'm like, this is. Like, at what point is observing like part of the problem? You know?
But I'm 100%. If he, well, at least everybody's kind of telling him to lose weight so he doesn't die. Because what
about the time we see him, he's rail thin.
Well, damn, that would really kind of
with no stretch skin either. He just looks like good. He's nice tightened up.
He looks like Dave Chappelle.
Well, at that point, I'd be like, well, this is obviously not him.
I refuse to believe this is you. I saw you 3 days. I saw you 3 days ago, and you were rotund.
Fuck. What was I gonna look up?
Ethan Ralph, like modern current day Ethan Ralph. I feel like every time I see him, I don't know what he looks like really.
Me neither.
Like I've seen him, but like I feel like he's looked different every time I've seen him.
So he just, just picture fucking disgusting.
I feel like he looks like a polyp.
That's not too far off.
Like the octopus, like the jellyfish thing.
What?
A polyp?
What's that?
Aren't those like jellyfish forms? Isn't that the jellyfish stage?
Do you not know what a polyp is?
Not exactly.
Aren't you trying to be weren't you trying to be a nurse?
I'm trying to remember what are you saying.
So
I'm thinking of like
POLYP.
What are the things that become jellyfish?
So I'll pull up what he looks like right now.
It's like a. I'm shocked, kind of.
So this is what he looks like right now,
it's
right?
Like Fred Durst.
Yeah, he look. I mean, he's just a drunken. Yeah, Fred Durst kind of covers it. So
am I tripping?
He checked into rehab, and I don't understand why he looks like this now. He's kind of like a wax statue or something. Like I don't like he's like smooth.
Ew.
His like cavernous fucking like there's like you can't see his eyes.
Ew.
No
why
pupils.
does he look long?
He just looks fucking crazy now.
That looks like a different. That looks like his dad.
It looks like
what the fuck am I seeing?
You're seeing.
I never saw him look like that.
He's like a fucking purge mask, dude. Like he's just like I don't understand why.
What the fuck am I seeing, dude?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like
that is not the same person.
It's there you go. Yeah. No, cool.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go.
What the fuck am I even looking at, man?
Looks like So he's. I don't understand why he did. There's something that doesn't make sense to me with this guy where like, I'm going to. It's like he has. I guess it does make sense. He just has to. Oh, people aren't talking about me anymore, I guess. And so I have to. For what reason you go to rehab and completely shave off all of your hair? Like he's never like that.
Yeah.
And then he goes to rehab and he's like, I'm going to.
A clean shave is a very specific choice.
You're talking about this, right? I'm tripping. A polyp, right? That's a form of a jellyfish. That's like part of his life
but that's
cycle.
like that's such a specific. I love that you're still on this, by the way.
It's a part of his life cycle.
But
It's how jellyfish never
It is
die.
interesting that you would go to that before like a polyp that most people would understand like when you're talking about it.
yeah,
Because whenever I think of polyps, I'm like, oh, the jellyfish's immortal life cycle.
that is so
like
insane.
when they don't die, they become a polyp and then become a jellyfish later on.
What is the first thing you think of when you think of a polyp?
Well, I just think of like it's a body.
Yeah.
Yeah, a polyp.
Am I
Yeah, like a
tripping?
cyst or like,
Yeah, like a
I don't know
polyp on
the
the-
exact terminology,
on the
but it's
body.
yeah, like a tumor or something.
Well, that's why it's kind of like a little like isn't that like the default thing that people think of not
That's why it's
jellyfish?
confusing to me that a nurse.
I feel like for me, I thought of this always this is the most shocking time I ever saw when I was like, what? They don't have to die?
I guess what's so
They can
confusing
just
about
live
it
forever?
What's
No, I
confu-
get it.
It's just confusing that you know because you're the nurse here.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
the
not.
nurse.
Relative to us.
I'm not. I'm a bio student, I guess.
relative-
Relative
yes.
to us, you're the nurse here.
I guess.
And
have
so, like,
no
your
knowledge.
first thought of a polyp was like a jellyfish. Is wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
It's the most magical version of it.
Terrifying for you to be a nurse.
It's the most magical version of a polyp.
I've got anal polyps. You got jellyfish in your
You got
ass?
jellyfish in your ass. Let me
The
see.
jellyfish polyps?
Let me see.
That's so invasive.
You got one of those cave flashlights,
The cave
That's very
timer meme.
spelunky.
and then you're fucking stuck.
Oh my god! Can you imagine
The
dying
shoes.
upside down?
Shoes.
Can you imagine dying upside down in somebody else's cavernous asshole?
Yeah, I get.
I've seen cavernous assholes before, and I can imagine them being. I've seen cavernous assholes.
I've
to the
seen
point it's
inside
like
my asshole before.
sad.
It's crazy.
Yo.
I had a colonoscopy like last year. I thought like I was like dying or something, and I was just like I never thought I would see the day where I'd see inside my own ass. It's crazy.
It's upsetting.
It's
It's too much information.
very weird. It's like because I've seen stuff before, like medical, but like not yourself. It's like the first time you ever seen your skull. Like in like your dentist, like
Oh,
you ever
yeah,
got
it's-
like
oh, yeah.
X-rays, and I'm like, what the
It's so
fuck? That's
fucking-
under me.
It makes me angry. It makes me because it makes me feel like seeing my skull makes me feel like there's like a monster creeping like behind me all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I can never turn around to see it because it's in the center of myself.
My dentist stopped me from like ripping my face apart so I can see it. No way! That's what it looks like.
Let me see.
And they're like, no. And then they put like morphine or whatever.
Yeah.
They said you were like, if I give you ketamine.
This is off subject, but you know what I saw recently for the first time? And this is not a surprise necessarily because I haven't seen South Park is a really long running show. It's a big show. I've never seen all of it.
What do you mean by that?
I've never watched all of South
I
Park.
recently watched. The whole
Wait, what do you
series.
mean like an episode?
No, from start to
like
finish.
from
the series.
no. I mean like the series. Like I haven't seen every episode of South Park.
I
You know what I mean?
I think that's well, like like to a certain extent, like
I've seen like maybe 5 complete seasons.
I've
You know what I
watched
mean?
think that's-
all of South Park.
I think that's kind of.
That's relatively.
I'm one of
normal,
those
though.
people that South Park. I think I've said this before that to me it kind of not worth watching after the Imagination Land. That's just me though.
That is the peak of the series.
Yeah, to me
that is the
it kinda
peak of the series.
It kind of
though.
went downhill after where they just did the formulaic, where it just kind of became very.
Serialized?
It came like this podcast. We're like, hey, what happened? What happened this week?
Oh yeah.
And then they just write around what happened. And then I was like, it's not really that. It still has funny moments, but it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't
But
inventive
even
anymore.
back then is what I'm saying. Like I think like I haven't seen all of it. Right.
Right.
I saw. I didn't even see the episode. I just saw the song for the first time. The 2012 Jacking It in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just heard that for the first time ever. Like I've never heard that before. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like not even like a reference
I
to
completely
it.
forgot that happened.
I know
That fucking guy went nuts.
Yeah, because I saw clips on Twitter constantly of like out of context South Park clips where like Kyle and Stan are like talking and the phrase like, well, when you wind up naked and jacking in San Diego, you know, fucking, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I saw it a couple months ago and I was like, I don't know, I guess I just haven't seen that episode. And I saw it again like twice this week and I was like, what the fuck is this? I have to look this up.
Yeah.
And so I saw that song and like the context for it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That dude who made the 2012 documentary lost it.
That was awesome.
And just
That's awesome.
got naked and started jacking it in San Diego. It was so old to me, like it didn't even register as like a reference to anything. I thought it was just like nonsense.
That was great. That era to me.
It's a great song too, by the way.
I don't remember the song.
You don't remember it?
No, I don't remember how it sounds.
It's very like barbershop quartet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like it's weirdly. I'm
love
gonna
that shit.
jack it in, you know.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go out jacking it in San Diego. Boom, boom, boom.
That's kind of
It's like
coming back
it's like
to
a
me.
Foxwoods
Yeah.
commercial.
I watched the whole series because I showed Lily the episode with the the Christmas special with the blood orgy.
I don't remember that one. I might not have seen it.
She never saw the episode of it.
blood orgy?
Yeah, with when Kyle became the Antichrist. And then he got possessed by the devil. Then he like fucking had a blood orgy after the fucking.
When the fuck was this?
It's like season 8 or
Damn,
something like
how do
that.
I not remember this?
And I remember she's like, I really want to watch this show. And I was like, the beginning of it's kind of rough. But once you get to like season 5 to season 8 is insane.
That is
Really?
crazy.
I think though that run of South Park
I feel like
is
it's
insane.
2.
Season 3 is my favorite.
Yeah, I feel like
Bro, it has fucking Pokemon, which is one of my favorite episodes.
I like those episodes, but they look rough.
the corn, it doesn't
matter that they look rough. I'm not going to South Park
that's
for
what's
animation.
charming for it, actually.
But I think there's moments
when it
there-
was fucking like when it was like a construction paper. I think that was when it was at its best.
Season 1's rough only because the voices aren't there yet.
It's fucking
Carmen's,
Season 1 is
Carmen is impossible to hear, man.
is not
it's like
worth watching.
It's really kind of rough.
It's like The Simpsons. Have you ever seen season 1? The Simpsons actually has some good moments, but it's also not worth. It's not peak Simpsons even.
Yeah, watching-
season 2.
Yeah. No, season 2 is usually when things kind of. It's really rare that I feel like the first season of a show is the best.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty is really the only example that I can think of, actually.
Yeah, they
Where I
just
think
kind
season
of,
1 and season 2 are like the peak.
like they were ready.
Yeah.
Like also like I was just watching Cobra Kai. Like it's like they just spent. It was one of those things where they wrote a script and they spent a time revising it so everything connects perfectly. And I was just like, it was one of those things where I'm like, wow.
Did you finish the whole series?
This is I just watched episode 1 of season 6. So because I was like, I needed to go to bed. It was all fucking 5, and I'm like, God damn, why am I up? But I at least wanted to see what the fuck is what's happening, what's gonna happen, and how is the villain gonna be reintroduced? And it was kind of very unceremoniously, you know. Like,
Yeah.
But it was like, but anyway, it's. How did you start? Did you start watching South Park from the beginning, or what did you do?
I think I kind of just skipped around because I just knew that it wasn't. It's not a serialized show. It's not like it's not like a plot that like goes episode to episode.
Right.
So I think like generally how I watched it was like when it came to streaming services, I would just like pick a thumbnail or like an episode that sounded interesting. Like
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, it was more like how I would watch YouTube videos.
I see.
Than it was like a show. But I've seen the first season.
Yeah.
You know.
season 1 is. I enjoy all of it.
I don't hate it, but it is. It's not the best part of South Park,
My
though.
stride is definitely season of which was 5,
Yeah?
like 4, 5, 6. And 7.
Interesting.
Which one was
It
the
hits its
World of
stride.
Warcraft one?
That's like season 10, 12.
That's a great
It's
episode.
a little bit. It's a fantastic episode.
That episode's insane.
I love the fucking also the one where they're playing with the ninja weapons.
that is the
So good.
That is the first episode of the show I ever saw.
Really?
That was the first episode I ever saw,
Oh,
and I
wow.
was like, "This is crazy."
See, I've been watching it since we didn't even have Comedy Central yet. Like it wasn't like
A channel
It
yet?
wasn't basic cable yet. And my neighbors came over like, have you fucking seen this show? Like South Park, like there's this kid called Kenny who's like drinking gasoline. And I remember him describing like they're like camping.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so then we had to like get it in different means. I'm fucking old.
I wish I could remember the first episode of South Park I saw.
Seeing
I don't
Kenny
think
get hit in the
I.
head with the shuriken was a moment. Not Kenny, was Butters.
Butters. That was
It was.
It was so brilliant because that was when they're in their imaginative
Yeah.
state where they're all buff, like, and then it fucking just pans over to like what's his name, Professor Chaos,
Yeah.
and then smash cut to him as a kid with it in his eye. I fucking
Yeah.
great. There's so many good fucking moments.
I think the first time that I like clicked with it, where I was like, I think I'll go out of my way to watch this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like when I was a kid, I would watch it, but like not to pay attention to it. It was more just like I knew that I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
And so like when I figured it out, and I figured out a way to get past like the the
child
safety
locks or
lock.
whatever?
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, because it was like obviously it's a birthday, so I put the birthday in, and I was like, oh, sick, cool. So I would like watch it at like one volume at like at like
Oh my
midnight
God,
or
the
whatever.
classic, the
Nice.
goated.
Did you guys ever put the towel under the door?
No, I would watch it really low though, and I would turn.
I
off
never
my
did that.
own-
Yeah,
I put the towel under the door because I was just like they might see the light, all sorts of shit. That was sneaky.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention to it. I think the first time was like the what is the Let's Fighting Love?
Yeah, that's the ninja episode.
Yeah. Let's Fighting Love got me where I was just like, okay, I'll
That's fucking excellent. That song.
protect my bowels.
That song
the way he
is
says
fucking-
bowels
Bowels.
is fucking amazing.
Every
Every single time.
protect my bowels.
It's so fucking. It's because if it was just protect my balls, it wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah. Hey, let's
he says it
go
the straight way.
Yeah,
no, protect my bowels.
That's like
Delivery is everything.
Excellent.
Dude. Delivery is
Excellent.
everything. Did you see the live performance of that they did?
no, I didn't even know that was a thing.
They nail it. Protect my bowels. So let's fight.
Yeah,
let's fight.
They just had like so much fun back then, and then after a certain while, I get it. It's like I'm at this podcast. Imagine there's a podcast I listen to. They're on their 15th year. But they're still going strong.
Yeah.
But you can tell when there's moments where like, ugh, where there's like, but they're doing a political show, so they feel almost kind of like compelled to.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're having a rough time.
They're having a rough time, but they're also being very like, okay, to not kill ourselves, they're gonna turn up the comedy aspect of it even more,
Right.
And they're doing a good job of it. I'm sure there's some people like, oh, how come you're making light of all this stuff? It's like, because we don't want to kill ourselves, bro. Like, what else do you want us to do?
Oh, you dummy.
Yeah, it's fucking.
That's the live one.
I'm trying to find it.
Look at fucking the crowd.
No way.
Fucking.
The way because they do the mic cut and just let him say it. Kikatsu. Hey, wait.
That's sick. Just the drop.
Protect my bowels.
I
sick
love
as
that. I love that they understand why that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I can see people doing a cover of it, you know what I mean? Just missing it. They'd just be like, protect my balls. And you're not doing it.
There's definitely people that miss those cues of what makes something special.
Yeah. That delivery is so perfect. Protect
It's
my
fu-
bowels.
It's fantastic. I just love because I love English is awesome. Like it's it's
That shit has made me laugh for so long of my life.
It is funny.
That shit has just made me. That's why I think because of them is why I think Chinese just sounds funny. Because I associate it with South Park, and
There's
I'm like, this is
definitely-
racist, but like,
don't think-
god damn, is this funny?
The City Walk guy?
Shitty
Like,
Walk. It's
that's
shitty-
kind of
Shitty Walk, yeah.
That guy.
Dude, the episode where I found out that it was he was fucking a white guy and he was making Kenny go.
Oh, yeah. And
Kenny
he had
go-
like multiple.
Look,
that
love
episode
that
is
episode.
That's
dude,
funny. I like that, but also, like,
freak, dude,
that's crazy.
No, the idea of Butters being like, I'm not doing anything. And
It
then
was
they
funny.
fucking kept bothering him, and then he pissed on all over the room. And they're like, Butters, hide this. He was like, guys, it's not me. Like, I know what this looks like. He jumps out a window and tries to kill himself because everyone's bothering him so
Yeah.
much. I'm like, this is peak show.
It's a good episode because it takes it's you know that Skinner's episode that everybody hates.
Yeah, exactly what I was literally just thinking that.
I love that episode because they know that and they're just like, fuck it.
It just like, to me, there's a little bit of it could be also that they're grown ass men. There's certain things that they wanted to have an explanation for, to be like, oh, we're not racist, this guy is. And what I mean by that, because they also did Token isn't Token, it's Tolkien.
That is so funny to me.
Like,
You know what's crazy? Some of the stuff I've seen before where subtitles, it says Tolkien, but I don't know if it's updated, you know? I don't know if they did it on purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if that's true.
I've seen some stuff.
People
I
would have said that.
I looked at older episodes, right? And it's probably on streaming services, right? So it's probably because of the existence of the stuff now.
Yeah.
It could be a meta joke.
Yeah.
I don't understand the Token joke is so weird to me because of the way people interpret it.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like people are like, oh, they're trying to like pretend like they're not racist. Like, they know that they named the character token black. It's
Like,
not. The joke is that Tolkien is a joke.
Yeah,
That's
of
not his
course.
name. But there are people who are like convinced, it's like, oh, they're trying to like shield themselves from criticism.
I
it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think they definitely retroactively say some things they put on there like, oh yeah, this is aged poorly.
No,
every
that's
person
different. That's different.
Well, no. I know.
Yeah.
But like everyone does that. They make stuff along. They're like, oh yeah, this is like we get it. Times at a time, we were probably wrong about this. Some of their points now are still kind of stupid.
Thing.
Yeah,
they did with the Al Gore thing.
Like,
They
yeah,
apologized to Al Gore in that episode. But
well, yeah, you were a way better choice. Sorry.
yeah,
I feel like it's not to me. It's not anything to be like maybe if there's people that are upset or they would accuse them of like going woke or some shit. I just think it's this is the I put it just like this. I used to be in a punk band when I was 16 called the Pedophiles. It's spelled differently though, but it's still the name is the Pedophiles when you read it out and you say it.
Right.
It's fucking kind of crazy. So we've thought about doing a reunion and making some new songs, and we're like, we're old ass men. We don't want to be called the Pedophiles, so let's just like call ourselves the Peds, right? In a way that it's not like we've gone soft or woke. It's just it's kind of at a certain point. It's like we've done this joke to death already.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of like move on. No, this nigga's actually his name is Tolkien. It's not Tolkien. And to me, it's fun. I still think it's funny. That is a funny thing to do after all these years.
That joke is funny. I think it is.
Like after all these years, but I wouldn't say that it's just. I feel like it's a 2 bird 1 stone kind of a thing.
Like why would I name my son?
We can do a good joke, but also be like, nah, nigga, you guys are racist.
Why would I name the dad is like, why would I name my son Token?
it's really funny. It's handled really well.
Look,
anyway,
if
we're
I
talking too much about South Park, I feel.
Right, yeah,
we'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
In a little bit. But like, what was it? What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say it would be fucking incredible if they had that much foresight, like say, because you said you saw media with it actually spelt out that way. If there's actual proof of like old DVDs, which I don't think I own any South Park DVDs. I think it was I ripped everything.
I had
enough money,
DVDs a long time ago.
That would be the test. Look at the DVDs and look at the closed captioning in the DVDs and see if you can find, because there's plenty of episodes with him in there.
No, but this is what I'm saying. It's like his name's, if they have subtitles in those old DVDs, it's going to be Token Black.
Right.
It is.
Of course it is, but I'm saying, what if?
It would be awesome.
Imagine.
The idea that they went back, I don't know if this is true, but if they did go back and like in the subtitles for every time, they probably could easily do that with like a streaming service. They just have like an AI go like every time Token is mentioned, just like say it's Tolkien.
100%.
But like
that would be cool.
That's awesome. I love that if that's true and they did do that, that's an amazing effort to go through.
It would be, right?
But anyway, what is this? Michael Jordan Basketball Peterson.
Love it. I love that shit.
Brody says, hey all. I've been on a stand-up kick lately. I want to know your opinion. If you could look at a comedian's stat spreadsheet, so like the stat spread, I guess.
What are the
stats?
Very specific. What are the stats? I want to hear this.
What would the different stats be? On top of that, are there any skills that are so essential that you would have to have it maxed out? A comedian's stat sheet. I can't even imagine. Wait, hold on.
There's just charisma. Like
it's just charisma.
There's storytelling. There's impressions.
Well, that's not
crowd work.
Those aren't stats.
Yeah, they are. There's crowd work.
Where I think he means like stats, like in like an RPG.
But like I think you're interpreting
relative them to like stats that a comedian would need.
Right. He's because obviously like agility and stuff like it's not.
You don't need.
So I think he's interpreting as like what would a comedian's stat spread be?
Yeah.
Tailored to a comedian.
Yeah, not like to a human.
I see what you're saying.
Like
because agility would be like what? Nothing.
Like crowd work. What you call it? Improv.
That's kind of the same in some way. Well, not really, I guess.
Or like, because you can be good at improv and not good at crowd work. Exactly.
That's true.
But I guess they could fall into the same place for the most part.
I feel like they do often.
That is improv.
They would work.
I mean, you could be terrible at
like
heckling,
stage presence,
going roasting people.
There's stage presence. There's facial expressions.
Yeah,
there's
But like, isn't that so? I'm confused with this exercise. Are we not like? Are we gonna build like? Are you making
the pillars of?
Are you making a brand new, like, say this is a universe of like comedians? So we're making a stat of a comedian, and different comedians will have different stats based on the stats that we made for like comedians. So like there's a improv stat.
Yeah.
So we're doing that.
I mean, I get because otherwise
so.
I look at like because what's a normal RPG stat sheet? This is a bunch of stuff that wouldn't apply.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
strength, dex, constitution,
Well, like, say,
wisdom,
like dexterity,
intelligence.
So
like
dexterity, I think
charisma.
would be pretty good.
Yeah, Joe Rogan stomping the stool with his maximum dexterity.
Because dexterity is like also like could, it fall into like accuracy.
Yeah.
Say, and you can do charisma, intelligence.
I wouldn't put
the
dexterity in it.
Christian one. So faith.
Oh yeah, faith.
But like if you want to like, we can do the other
Christian
one.
comedian would be interesting.
There are some.
Yeah, they're
No, but I mean like a Templar.
I mean, if they're actually funny, I would be really impressed.
That's impossible.
And if I can hear them through their fucking helmet too.
Yeah. He does crowd work.
What do you get?
God bless you and welcome to tonight's show.
Anybody got any stories?
Hallelujah, hallelah. Praise God.
Oh, y'all ready to dance vault?
Before we start today's set, I'd like to say grace.
Yeah, exactly. Like, pull out his sword and kneel and do.
The glowing sword, he kneels into the floor. And he heals everybody in the room.
I mean, I would definitely go to that. I would go.
I would definitely like. I need your power, so I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon.
Yeah,
I need that kind of strength.
If I saw that dude actually do some type of power thing, I would 100% be like, "Well, I'm obviously going to become a Templar. Like, I'm not gonna. Why would I not do that?
I'm done with all this bullshit. I'm gonna get powers and wings, spectral wings, and kill people.
Spectral wings.
Fuck you guys. Fuck your free thought. I'm a god boy now.
I'm a god boy.
I'm
All
a
right,
god
so
boy.
new stats for a comedian. So you said, what would the stats be? I'm kind of.
So I'm assuming every comedian needs at least charisma to a degree.
So charisma will be one that will be carried over, but like so if we new.
Because think of every comedian, right? Think of every comedian. Because there's charisma, there's storytelling, right?
Yeah,
That needs to be-
so will storytelling be a stat? Is that a stat?
Yeah,
Or-
sure, whatever.
Sure, storytelling.
None of this is important.
You're like, whatever.
So like, well, yeah, storytelling. We could do agility because like there are physical comedians like
yeah.
Jim Carrey and like their ability to contort their face and shit. So that could be like physicality.
Agility's good. Agility's good.
And in this case, like where would a comedian like Joe Rogan be?
Oh man. So you if there's any points of
Comedian
intelligence,
like Joe
you
Rogan.
you completely take them out.
Yeah, intelligence is
We're gonna
gone.
min max Joe,
Okay.
and that would be all agility. I think it's just all agility.
I would. I like saying physicality
He can-
more than
he
agility.
can get-
I don't like agility for Joe Rogan.
Fine.
I mean, I
like
think he's
physicality.
incredibly
Whatever.
agile.
No,
Wouldn't you say?
no, because physicality kind of implies a lot.
Like what? Like what does it not apply?
Like
that he
Jim
would-
Carrey.
Yeah.
I don't want to give fucking Joe Rogan Jim Carrey stats.
But like, because like this, I don't think Joe Rogan could do a cartwheel. You know?
I think he can absolutely do a
You
cartwheel.
think he do a cartwheel?
Who can't do a
I don't
cartwheel?
think
Dude, he's
cartwheel.
extremely limber and like
That's
all,
true.
all
He
he
does
does is
work
like
out.
all he does is train and
true.
do and
Oh, he's a jujitsu dude, right? Isn't he like actually like a fighter?
He
Yeah.
might not understand. He might not believe in circles
yeah.
while he does a cartwheel somehow. But like he'll be able to do a cartwheel.
Right.
He just doesn't know what it is.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what a cart is. He doesn't know what a wheel is.
Yeah, why do
But
they
he knows
call
how
it
to
a
put his hands on the
cartwheel?
ground and carry his dumb legs over.
You ever think about that? Why do they call it a cartwheel?
Why do they call it a cartwheel?
That's weird. I'm not a cart or a wheel.
I've never seen a fucking
I
cart
can
in my
slap
life.
walls in half.
Cartwheels are everywhere, but I've never seen a cart.
Never seen that. You're right, Joe. Joe, you're absolutely right. Do you want a seat on Doge?
Pull it up.
Would you like to have a seat on All right, I'll pull it up, Joe. You can pull it up. You want-
Jamie, pull my dick out of your mouth.
So there's a reason why it's called a cartwheel, Joe. No, don't go to that website. Not that one.
That's a liberal one.
That's the one. That's the liberal cuck one. Yeah, the Google. Don't go to Google. That's
Go to
liberal cuck.
Google. Go to LiveLeak.
It's so sad seeing
Go
this
to
data.
RFK. Go to RFK.com.
You can't trust Google. You gotta go, Jamie. You gotta go to stormfront.com for the accurate information.
Again, Joe. Okay.
Yes, Jamie. I'll kill you if you don't listen to me.
It's Andrew Schultz under the table, fucking slobbering him.
Yeah,
just sucking him.
Bro, that's fucking crazy.
Jamie, turn up the sound. I can't hear it.
Turn up. I
Andrew
can't.
sucking.
Hey, it's me, Sylvester Stallone. Thanks for bringing me on the show.
Shane Gillis is just trying to be
I
respectful.
just came back from killing Boogie 298.
Twice. I killed him twice. He resurrected. I got him again.
I
Wow,
twisted
that's
his
great.
neck off his fat, stupid wheelchair body.
I never cared about you until I saw that you're MAGA. You're awesome, man. You're really awesome.
Man, it was really cool.
Yes, I heard you've been gawking Donald Trump and me actually.
I've stuck my fair share of dicks in my day.
That's pretty great. So you want to get started on me now?
No, you're
Andrew,
scary.
take a break. Andrew's like, no, please.
No, please. He's upset. Oh no!
He's like holding him by the scruff of his neck like a cat. No,
He's like a baby with a pacifier.
Yeah.
Ew, that gross startup.
I hate that. All right, that's enough, Andrew Schultz.
God, the sound of a baby crying like that really pisses me off. Like,
It makes me not want to have babies.
yeah, it really is the main deterrent.
I like the idea of adoption and like adopting them at like 4 or something.
Yeah.
They already get the world touched them. You know, they're already been like influenced by the world around them.
Yeah, it's
I
like
want
a
them when they're
cat
small.
almost. You can't get
I
an
want them
old
when they're
cat.
small.
You can't get an old cat.
Yeah, you got to get a kitten.
That's kind of.
Same with dogs, really. Like, I don't know, but like,
No, I don't think that. I think you get some. You can rehabilitate dogs pretty.
It depends on how traumatized they are.
Yeah,
for
if
sure.
they're like been hit with brooms every day, they're fucked, right?
yeah, you can't. That sucks.
Because training a dog has to happen really early in their lives, man. It's like really
That's-
not easy.
if you-
I didn't
if-
fucking ask.
That's yeah, it's comedians just stats. Joe's fucking retarded. All right, I think we got it. I think
Whatever.
we got the stats.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. Sorry, we didn't know. I genuinely don't know how to answer that
That's
question.
a hard
honestly.
question. Like
it's actually hard.
It's
That's like
easier to.
That's like a whole extra ammo you can to construct.
Not bad.
You know.
Not a bad.
I'm not saying we're gonna do that. I'm saying if we were to do it, that would have to be that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I had to reload the page.
I've been thinking about taking over the comedy scene.
It's an arrogant fucking thing to say.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about winning, taking over.
I've been thinking about
I was
becoming.
thinking of like, I feel like if we just start doing stand up, because I just want to be, I want to hop the gate of the comedy gate. You know, there's like a gate of
Right.
that. Oh, because there's like many a podcast that I imagine that we could be guest on, or at least have people and like associate with, but they're kind of like, oh, how many years have you been doing comedy? Like it's like that. Like I still run into that show. I'll listen to some podcasts. I'm like, oh, what do you think's the standard like until you should maybe get a special? Oh, in 10, 15 years. And I'm like, you're fucking out of your mind.
maybe a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking out of your mind to still think that.
They're handing that shit out now.
They are. I
know?
mean, Brendan
Fucking-
Schaub is the one
Hey,
that
that nigga,
really, he really made, I think, people want to double down and be like, no, that's why you need 10, 15. I'm like, no, Brendan Schaub's retarded. He's a bad example of like someone who got a special way too soon. There's some people who are fucking, I'm going to say this. This may sound, you may not even believe me, but I imagine if you spent a year writing something, your special would be leagues above a Brendan Schaub. And you,
Oh, I know this.
right. And it's like,
I'm not even I'm not even particularly self confident in that regard. But like Brendan Schaub is so low that it's not even a question.
yeah. So
I
I
don't
don't
think he could do that. I'm not saying it's like an insult. I'm just saying it's you're not like a writer. You know what I mean? Comedy wise,
Oh, no,
you're funny interpersonally.
yeah.
I don't think I can be a comedy writer at all. I have no confidence in that.
That's what I'm saying. But I think you could. That's what I'm saying. I think even you could.
I think
You could do better than
You could do better than Brendan Schaub.
That is very
Even if you
true.
went out there and being like, "You're all gay." You're like,
The pro-
this on up there mad. You made like a Muppet. You gave me like Muppet S mannerisms, like Oscar the Grouch.
I do that with people sometimes.
You're
you just look at her.
That's what I do.
like I'm looking around. I go down. I get in someone's face like a fucking ape.
Look, man.
That is
man.
fucking crazy.
You're gay.
At a certain point, comedy is so hypnotic that if people think you're funny, it's like it's so weird seeing people giggling before anything funny has even been said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, these people are fucking revved up just for like the idea that you're about to say something funny.
Have you guys seen the thing of Bill Burr like Philly just making fun of people in the
Well,
Philly?
that's awesome.
Oh, it's a classic.
And getting mad, and he's evolving.
To me,
he's
is
like glowing.
That's how you bomb. That's to me. If I bomb, I like the idea of telling them they're gay.
Zero grace.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
It's
stuff.
like, it's like in Sekiro when you absorb all the coins after you kill people. That's what's happening to Bill Burr. He's like, yes.
Sure, I guess.
Yes, I'm so happy.
He didn't kill him. He bombed.
Well, no, he bombed, but it's funny how he was making them angry, and he was loving.
It's my
it.
favorite stuff. I do. Yeah, there's a respect inherent to that where I'm just it's like Larry David stuff too. Like when there's stories about him like going up on stage, he would tell a joke, and then if he could feel that the crowd wasn't getting it, he'd be like, I don't need you guys. I don't need you people. He would just walk away.
In that context,
it's fucking hilarious.
Yes, I actually understand that because I remember thinking like, oh, it's like what an asshole. But if you are bombing and they're actually like and heckling you, I'm like, oh, absolutely. I'm if people aren't receptive to my jokes and I'm bombing in that way, I'm not gonna be a cunt immediately. But if I see like the energy shift, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, dude.
Well, the joke that he was talking about,
you're not even funny, bitch.
The joke that he was talking about was so specific because I remember it was like that's funny, but not like a stand-up haha funny. It's like clever and amusing.
Yeah.
So the idea that he would get indignant about people not getting it is so funny
Well,
because
like,
most people wouldn't get it.
I think that's Larry David's personality.
Yeah,
funny.
and he was
That's
just getting
Larry's personality.
indignation. Like I think his joke was like, "Do you mind if I use the two form with you?" Do you know what the two form is, right?
No.
Like two usted. And the whole point was like usted is more formal and two is more casual. I feel comfortable around you. Even Brutus used the two form, or like Caesar used the two form after Brutus stabbed him. Because et tu Brute. Which is like a way which is like such a casual way to talk to somebody who killed you. Which is like so
that is
specific.
Such a bad joke.
It's not
That is
funny.
a written joke. That is like when you realize somebody, this guy can write. This guy can't tell jokes.
Exactly.
That is what that is.
To me, that was like bars. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
oh, metaphor, it's deep. Let's, and then you have one of those assholes like try to decipher what it means, but that's not like you don't first. No, listen, I'm not gonna be.
Imagine starting like that, too. Like, that's how you
That was
started.
his opener.
Like-
His opener was like, do you mind if I use the two form with you? Because I feel comfortable with you people. And if people, if they just,
Two form.
like, fuck you people. I
Who
would,
the fuck did he think he was talking to?
He thought he was talking to a paper and he was writing it down to. Paper's gonna be like, good job.
he thought he was speaking to not. You have to have a specific sense of humor. B, you have to be educated enough to know that that's even a thing. 3, you have to know et tu Brute.
That's
which
another
is so
thing.
specific.
Larold, I
Most
can't believe
people
you're doing this.
absolutely do not know that.
No,
Unfortunately,
I guarantee you, most people do not know that.
yeah.
I only know that because there's a fucking achievement in Halo 3 based on it. I looked it up.
No way.
No, that's not true. I mean, that is technically. I knew what it was before.
That is a way.
I definitely heard the phrase, but that's something that kept. It's like, oh, cool, and then you move on with your days. That does nothing to keep you alive or help to save you.
It's just so fun. I would love to see, because what's wild about that is that there must have been audience. There must have been rooms that got it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure
Well,
there's
maybe
people
not. Maybe that was fresh.
I feel like it's
Maybe
one of
that
those
was
things where it's
just
just like there's a couple of people. Even if they got it, I feel like they'd be like, oh.
It's like a
Like,
Yeah.
like it's not like funny.
it's like a.
You don't laugh at that.
It's like a.
yeah.
You know?
Like there are many times I've heard like clever jokes. I'm like, I get it,
Yeah.
and that's all you
Just
get.
a little nose exhale.
yeah.
Just like.
Yeah.
It's like you hear a bar and you're like, oh, it's pretty decent. You know, not like, oh my God, it's amazing. I like
nigga
it.
thought
I
he
like,
was
I like
spitting, dude.
its 4 frames of him being like, I like to be formal with you guys. Fuck you. Like, people are
I didn't even give him a minute to think
people
about
are
it.
downloading it and someone's like,
That's great.
As they're trying to process what's happening, I think that's ironically very funny.
That is funny.
Four
funny.
frames is a fourth of a second.
That
That is insane. That is insane. He just.
I love that. That's funny as fuck. Actually.
All right,
Yeah.
let's move on.
I love it. I love how fucking dumb people are.
Did we answer? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Did I say something?
People
I
hate
don't-
on me because I'm a fat.
I'm completely.
I'm sorry, guys.
Fuck Hitler.
Where are
I don't
we?
think I picked one because I was scrolling through because I had to refresh the page. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah, you said
it was
refresh
doing
the
that thing.
page. That's right,
So
that's right.
Roach Dog Jr. wrote in. He says, "This isn't a complaint on Chris, as he usually picks entertaining questions. But what if Derek and Sween picked / read the questions once? Perhaps an extra ammo idea. I don't know. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I figure this is my role on the show. Like I don't really have a problem. It's not difficult to do.
Well, here's the thing. The only thing that it's the prospect of that sounds interesting because only because I want the questions that he would pick.
Okay,
there's a part of it. There's a part of it that, like, say the quality of the listeners, the quality of the questions are going to be massively downgraded. However, they also understand that that's comedy, though.
So everything with a heart is something that we've already read.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like there's some people paying some good money that it probably just says, "Why are you gay?"
There is a lot of that,
and
I saw one a couple of weeks ago that stuck with me. It was just meep meep.
but that also,
Oh my god,
that's magical.
These are a lot of these are bad. Holy shit, a lot of these are bad.
And I feel like
I do my best.
I feel like let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got.
I can't prepare them in advance because sometimes like I try to feel like how things are going, and it's like, oh, there's a vibe going on, or oh, there's a question about this. Let me go to that one. So it's kind of I don't know. It's a little tedious, but
no, okay, this is not much of a question. That's
you're not
for me.
anywhere near the microphone, by the way.
I'm looking. Okay.
There you go.
Greeting Gaylords on my phone.
What's his name?
Connor the Desolate Canadian. Greeting to the Gaylords on my phone. I got to meet a cute guy back in October during Comic-Con. Got ourselves a real good connection, and we're wearing a attire Fallout suit in Boston Pizza. What you call it? In the Boston Pizza? Is that quite literally what it says?
That is what that says.
So it's going good. How do I not fuck it up? And whatever, we'll update soon. So how do you not fuck it up? Just not fuck it up.
Let me see. Wait, hold on. Because I am reading this and it is kind of incomprehensible.
I don't. Yeah.
So the question is, and I'll read it again just because it's not going to be much better as I read it.
Let's see.
Connor the Desolate Canadian Runner, he says, greetings to you gay wads on my phone. I got to meet this cute guy back in October during Comic-Con. Got ourselves a real good connection with me wearing an entire Fallout vault suit in the Boston Pizza. So it's going good. How do I not fuck it up? And whatever, will update when available.
Man, there's so
I don't know
what's the person's name?
Connor the Desolate Canadian.
Connor the Desolate Canadian. So okay,
I don't know
Connor,
how to help you.
Connor, you met this guy during Comic-Con
That's fucked up.
in the Boston Pizza. So interesting. So you met during
He judged me so hard. Look at him.
Well, no. The only thing I was confused with, is saying so during Comic-Con, meaning that it wasn't at Comic-Con, but it was during the thing was going on, and at the Boston Pizza is where y'all met, right?
I guess.
Wearing an entire Fallout suit in the Boston Pizza.
But is the Boston Pizza,
or is that a thing? Is that a reference to?
Is that a?
That's what I mean. It's not a proper noun, so I don't know if it's like if it's, you know what I mean. It kind of sounds like you met him on a pizza.
And who's wearing it? Got ourselves a real good connection with me wearing. Oh, you wearing it? An entire Fallout suit. And so I would say this is when say, you know how that one person was very thorough with their question or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. In this would have been good to have a little bit more. Like there's a little bit more than I want to know. But I'm assuming y'all bonded over Fallout. That's why you mentioned it.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's why it was mentioned.
Yeah,
or
I don't know,
he's just bragging, saying I was wearing this drip, and then this dude's like, "Hey, what's good? Let me suck you off."
Yeah,
what
I don't
happened?
know. Yeah, just
Was he like a degenerate dude that was like, "Hey, you look fucking hot. Let me suck your dick"?
I don't know. I barely know how to give relationship advice, let alone
we have a good
gay
connection.
Relationship advice. I don't know. It's not even a relationship. You just met the guy, so I don't know.
It's not really. So how does he not fuck it up? I mean, to me, it's just. I think to me
the bar's in hell lately.
Here's real advice. Like instead of being a fucking dumbass, real advice is. I feel like this is the best advice because a lot of people will try to not be themselves. I'm like, no. Be your fucking self.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Be extra yourself, in fact. Be
don't,
more yourself than you normally would be.
That's fucking up already.
What do you mean by that?
By being extra, and which is never a good thing. Look at Connor. Be yourself, and if say the connection, if things fall apart, well then it was not a good idea. If you know, it's like you don't want to be someone who you're not just to keep this connection going. So what I mean is like say my boy, he actually just got in a relationship. And he didn't have to pretend to be nothing. He's just like, I'm a fucking nerd ass, dumbass into art. And he's dating some chick that like, I don't know. Joseph said she looks like a stripper, but like she's fucking like cool, dark humor in The Simpsons and shit like that.
Nothing. I gave you a head nod.
Yeah, and I'm like,
He gave me a head nod. It's fucked up.
He didn't have to. He pulled a baddie by just being his authentic nerd ass bitch self. You know. Shout out to my homie.
It's shockingly easy.
Yeah. So I'm just like, you're already a fucking nerd wearing a Fallout fucking jumpsuit. He clearly, I'm assuming that dude's in the Fallout. He probably was at the con too, but doing the pizza thing. I'm assuming that's what all that is.
Just hide your crazies until like 3-4 months into the dating and then reveal
This guy
that.
says,
That's a good idea.
Yeah, forget everything I said. That was stupid.
Yeah, honestly,
that was dumb. Don't fucking.
I let him talk because he deserves that. Like he has the right to do that. But like it's gay what he said.
Yeah,
and,
don't
Don't
be
be gay, gay guy.
Don't be gay. Don't be gay.
Gay.
Don't be his version of gay. Your version of gay is wrong, but like better.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Next encounter, just fuck his butt. That's it.
Like go straight for the butt stuff. Like come over. Like they'll be like, what's
Next
going
encounter, fuck his butt.
They'll come over. They'll be like the chill, and then
stop.
Full
just
stop,
be
that's
like,
it.
hey, I'm here for butt.
Period.
What's the next question? You got one? You got one?
Yeah.
Derek wept for there was no more cock to suck. Hello, Huckleberry Finn and two John Jims. Do you think if there were other legitimate races, sort of like lizard people or orcs, would they have been genocided by now, or would they still be around?
No shot of lizard.
I
Shot of lizard.
Are they
person.
powerful?
Orcs would be.
It depends on a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like depends on how quick they have kids,
Oh, that
how
is
fast
true.
they
Yeah.
age and shit.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Because like
the
humans,
birth rate.
we gestate fairly fast, but like orcs and everything gestate like what? Like goblins and orcs, it's like
Did they come up
quick
alongside
money.
humans? Like, did they come up alongside humans? Because at that point, I don't think we could have made them extinct, right? Because we were all
That's
like,
true. Yeah, we were all kind of in the same place.
yeah, and I don't think we could
the
have made
thing
them
is, I
extinct.
think
Well,
it
that
would have
happened
been.
with Neanderthals, kind of.
There'd be so much mixed race things in general. There'd be like other mixed races and stuff like that. I like lizards probably not, but like let's
guess-
say orcs, if it's possible, yeah, there'd be like then it'd be like in biome, like biomes would be different. There'd be less humans for sure. But like different biomes, it's like there'd be fucking swamps would be full of gator niggas.
Let's put it this way: we would gator niggas.
Yeah, you're like gator. Like,
Let's put it
That's
this
an
way.
awesome phrase.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: we would have
That's
tried.
such a cool phrase. I wish I could say it.
yeah, you can if you want. You're
Not on camera.
You're Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
you
As soon as it's off, or go black and say it,
You're
because then people won't know who said it. Actually,
do a 23andMe. Do a
That's a ridiculous-
23andMe, and you'll fucking you one at least 1/4 you're down to say whatever you want.
yeah, you're like
I wouldn't be surprised by that.
you
whatever.
got something in there.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a
I want to say a mess.
Puerto
but
Rico-
it's
no, I
very,
don't mean it like
it's very
You know what he
ethnically
means.
mixed.
Puerto Rico is a
motherfucker.
genetic mess. Like it's
very
it's so
ethnically
many
mixed.
You know what he means,
fucking
man.
Egyptians over there. Fucking
Yeah, motherfuckers walking around doing that thing and shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's okay.
I know you.
Okay.
I know what you are.
I know you. I know you. I've seen you before in those drawings. I've seen you.
you look like a fucking pharaoh. You freak. Walk like an Egyptian.
What a stupid song.
It's
I love
really
that song.
dumb. It's
I
really
love that.
dumb.
You do?
Walk like an Egyptian's catchy to me.
I mean, I like how that chick says it. It sounds pleasing when
It's
she
really
says that.
it's the verse that like there's something like it's bouncy.
I don't remember the verse actually.
Oh really?
No.
Oh my God,
I'm sure if you sing it, like
I
I'll be
don't-
like,
I
oh
absolutely-
yeah. I just
I
remember
don't
the part
remember the
where we're saying-
lyrics, but I remember the melody of it where it's like a. If you can't just say it,
Oh, that's a good melody. Ew.
Oh, it's coming back to me now.
That's a
Yeah,
good melody.
coming back.
It's just fun. Like it's lighthearted. It puts me in a good mood every time I hear it.
I see.
Even though it's racist.
Is it racist exactly?
Walk like
A little bit.
a slave. I don't know. It's not
Like I
that
said,
bad.
walk like a Chinaman.
Because walk like the Egyptian is like it's because that's a kind of dancing, you know. Like tutting is a kind of dancing.
It's not racist.
I guess it could be.
It might be a little ignorant, I guess. But like, I wouldn't
Here's
say
something.
it's racist.
Here, let me. I'll
I could go racist.
I'll put
It's
it-
a little silly.
I'll put it this way: at the very least, a 16-year-old in 2017 would have called it racist.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way. It probably isn't that bad. But
do
like, whatever.
Egyptians? Would they appreciate random people walking around like, you know? I feel like they're probably like, "What are you doing?" It's kind of like motherfuckers like,
Yeah, it's like, oh, are you from Egypt? Hi. Do you understand me?
But that's so different. That's like I know
Where
what
are
you
you from?
I know what you mean, but like
I'm clearly from Egypt. You are here.
Oh yeah, I would know. I would know already.
that's insane.
Oh my God, you speak English.
Going to
You speak English. Wait, is that the right one?
Yeah,
English.
He's so racist. He doesn't even know.
he's code switching racism.
Racist code switching is
He's code
awesome.
Which one?
the wheel, the wheel in the game.
Racism.
Yeah,
Japanese.
walks up to a fucking Egyptian. He's like, do you speak the English? It's like, fucking, what the hell?
I
dude?
love that.
So I'm saying that it'd be different. They would some would be extinct probably because people there's
In all
different-
likelihood, we would be extinct probably.
Maybe
if we
not,
were dealing
depends.
with orcs
It's
and
possible.
It depends.
shit. People ain't overpowering.
I think it just depends on
Not
like.
overpowering it, but like think of Neanderthals. We weren't overpowering Neanderthals, and we ended up winning the race against them. You know?
I think it's so different though. I feel like orcs are that's such a different class of thing.
It's different, but like the same things could happen. You know, like and if there's orcs, it's like there's probably other kinds of creatures that probably killed off orcs too. You know,
Well,
it'd be
I
so
don't know.
much diversity in like how things would work. There'd be insane like race wars though. Like actually, it'd be like
be crazy,
crazy
yeah.
ass race wars.
Sure. I mean,
Because what are you doing to an alligator man? Like if he
we
comes
already-
in your house
yeah.
right now,
We're teetering there now. So
Yeah, we already do that with
we're
the
all the
human
same.
race. So of course we're gonna. I would just say we would try to extinct those other races, but we would
maybe
we wouldn't do
not.
it.
If there was more variety and difference, humanity would probably be more solidified.
So you think like I understand what you're saying.
But, like,
so like
also-
if we came up alongside other, like we would be less inherently disturbed by them because we would be acclimated to their presence.
Yeah, like it'd be
It would be like Skyrim, I
There would
guess.
still be problems, 100%.
I think there would be problems still.
I think humans are so easily susceptible to madmen trying to genocide everything. So I don't think it would happen, but I think we would definitely try. I think we would definitely try to kill everything,
Definitely be like,
and it wouldn't work.
There would be genocides, 100%. There'd be like people gone, but it'd be it's so up in the air. That's like a good question though. Why don't you write a story about that?
Yeah.
Not to be rude, like actually,
And find out how we reach peace by actually giving birth to, like it shouldn't happen. Like the cross species birth shouldn't happen, but then it actually works.
Just stupid little lizard person.
And this is
Not
like
lizard,
the
ew.
this is like the hope of like the world, the future,
That's
harmony.
a bunch of
and you
D&D
name it
settings is
harmony,
that.
and everyone's like, "That's gay, kill it."
That is literally a D&D setting where like there's a war between dragons and elves.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to have a half
this
elf, half
Digimon
dragon
shit.
creature. And then they murder it. The elves and dragons are like, wait. Let's kill that. And then the war stops.
Yeah. Oh, and the world. Oh, I mean, I guess
the war
it was,
stops.
I guess that was good.
No, it's
a
good,
good thing.
but it comes back as a lich. It's crazy. It's crazy shit.
It's a
Go to
it
the
comes back
next
as a
fucking
lich.
question.
Yeah,
please.
it was a lich.
Nice.
Half dragon lich is insane.
Is it a baby lich?
I don't know.
Ew, a fucking lichling?
Yeah, a little lich.
I'd assume-
that's terrifing. Actually,
I'd assume it
That would
uses like a
scare the fuck
phylactery or
out of
some
me.
shit, like a fake body. So it mentally might still be a baby, but it's a dragon. So it's already it's fucking terrifying to begin with.
I can't withstand more of this.
Yeah, no more Digimon.
Yeah, you don't have an imaginative mind. It's cool. You can't imagine the things in front of you. It's crazy.
I can't imagine the show
Close your eyes and
progressing
think
well.
about things.
It's all black.
I'm scared.
All right, let's do two more.
Hello, macchiato, americano, and dark roast. My coworker.
Did you read the name?
Okay, Milky Little Man.
Milky Little Man wrote in.
Milky Little Man wrote in. Hello, macchiato, americano, and dark roast. My coworker is 56 years old who constantly cheats on his wife with prostitutes and has told some downright unnecessarily detailed stories about things he did for $20 squirrel tail.
$20.
Oh my God.
Whoa,
He
where's
thinks
this?
like the $20 squirrel tail butt plug in his glove box. All that aside, what sort of unabashedly degenerate behavior do you think you'll be getting up to around that age? Nothing like that, probably.
Man.
$20? Did it say? Wait. Did I miss?
The $20 squirrel girl butt plug he has in his dashboard.
That's not Squirrel Girl, but okay.
We say squirrel girl.
Yeah.
She's got a squirrel tail and a big butt, like.
I was hoping that you were going to say no. It actually is.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
In fact.
That's fact. Pull it out of your bag.
See, that stuff's interesting.
and it's so wild.
I'd be like, how?
Practice.
That stuff is interesting to me because I'm just like, damn, like, because 50 isn't.
Sometimes
I mean, it's old, but it's not like
50's not far from us anymore. You know,
like I feel like you're. I don't know. I feel like there's a pretty maybe it's not a high chance, but there's a decent chance that I feel like your wife is still kind of hot in your 50s, probably. Especially now.
Dude, people
You know,
who,
fucking Marissa Tomei, how old is she? Like
people who
fucking
take care of themselves can age very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially, you know, because the one thing that really destroys people, notice the people that spend a lot of time in the sun. So, like, it fucks them when they get old. They look awful. But yeah, that's not old, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure JoJo in her 50s, I'm still going to think, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I've got to get a squirrel tail and shove it in my ass. Let's go. I don't know. It sounds absurd to me. But really, the thing is, I hope that person doesn't know the coworker's wife, because then I'm just like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
What a dilemma. Do I?
Yeah. Do you insert yourself in that situation? I don't know. If it's a coworker, I don't know.
I do the classic mind my business. I do the wonderful mind my business.
I kind of am of that mind
If
too.
I definitely didn't know them, I would 100%. I'm not going to get involved. But if I knew them, I'm like, I met this girl a few times. That's hard for me to just let people like, oh, and he's like, guy code, bro. What the fuck, you know? Like,
I have tried too often to dissuade people from making bad decisions, and I'm never listened to. Particularly when it comes to relationship stuff, no one ever listens to me in my friend group ever. Like, honestly, and I'm like, you know what, live, and I'll be like,
I
hey.
wouldn't say anything if it was probably like girlfriend shit, because to me, I'm like, well, whatever. When it gets to that marriage point, I'm like, damn, that's fucking. That's
you're
that's
married for a long time.
It's a different level.
50 years old and married.
Is the problem.
I feel like at that point, I don't know, man. Like, you're 50 years old. I don't know. It's hard for me to even conceptualize that situation, because to me, I would be like, you're doing this because you're bored, clearly. And you're with this person for this long. For what are you doing?
That it's he needs to tighten that back up.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what the impetus would be. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around this.
I just think it's almost, I think it's in the way of like how people do tradition, where it's clear that you shouldn't do this anymore, but you're so used to doing it. So, and that's like staying in the marriage, where clearly he's not that interested in his wife anymore, but she's been there for so long, however long they've been married.
Yeah.
You know, they're established.
Like accustomed.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's probably going to be a big fucking deal. And also, most people don't get pre or post nuptial agreements.
Yeah.
Like, so he'll probably lose a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, to me, just like, bro, just suffer.
I mean, you fucking, I mean, like, the idea, that's the whole thing about marriage, though.
Because you're gonna, I can't imagine not getting bored. Like, at 40 years, like, you're gonna be bored, right? It's just a matter of just like, are you gonna ruin your life over it? You know, like, I don't know.
I mean,
just suffer in silence.
There's gonna be a period of time when you're no longer gonna probably be physically attractive to your partner, right? That's
it's not even about that. It's just like,
well, no, I think it's you can still love them, but you're probably like, oh, my wife is not as hot as they used to be, but that's fine. That is like a part of existing.
It's a
maybe
matter,
not you.
It's a matter of people's personal like philosophies on that stuff.
Yeah.
Because for me, I've never felt like sex was a big deal at all. But like nobody else feels that way, so it's like it's just best not to even fuck around with it. You know what I mean?
Like it's not a big deal.
That's like food to me. It's just like I don't whatever.
Because I'm not. I think of it like this, right? Like I could fuck several women if I just want sex, I can get sex.
Clip it.
You know, like it's not hard to get that, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
You're in a relationship for more than that, you know?
Yes.
So at a certain point, you might not be fucking the same way you used to, but that's fine because you still love the time you spend with that person.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
But you have to be with someone you enjoy that with, and a lot of people we are all witness a lot of people just being in a relationship that they just don't have that with people, you know?
Look, that guy, for sure, like I said, he clearly got married because it was expected of him. Guys, you don't have to get married. Like, if you want to just fuck bitches, you can do that.
Yeah.
There's a thing that some people just feel like, oh, it's like going to college and all this stuff. They feel like they have to do these beats, and you don't have to do it anymore. So just if you're clearly don't want to be married if you're fucking prostitutes all the time.
Yeah.
That's not marriage. That is not marriage. So don't do it. If you
I've also like met like a handful of like people who are like older who are married, and I think they're pretty pragmatic people where they're like, listen, I love you. You know, we work as a unit. We're bored. Whatever. Mm-hmm. And that's interesting to see how that's a fucking fascinating situation. But to me, I'm just like, at the very least, like transparently, like surely you've been with this person long enough that like you can have a mature conversation about what, how could you possibly not understand? Like at that point, like, oh, I'm 50 years old, and it's just like, fuck, man, this is weird. I don't know if I feel kind of like, I don't know. At least have that conversation, but like to sneak around and go, I don't know, man. I would personally just suffer in silence, wait it out,
suffer in silence. I'm just not. I feel like I'm built for this. I've had my fair share of fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of those what ifs or FOMO when it comes to like women, because really at the end of the day, because legitimately, pussy is pussy. It's not. It's that I've never been with many women, and I've never been like, this feels particularly different or something. It's just like, it's great.
I've had bad pussy.
So I've had pussy that was let's say they needed some antibiotics or something, or maybe like,
and you just kept plowing away.
I mean,
you were like, this is
I've
weird.
had like a couple of encounters
going.
where it's like, oh, you know, you clearly weren't taking care of yourself or something. But not because it felt bad. I think that's retarded. Like, you're an idiot. To me, it's like, what are you saying?
I've definitely had vaginas that felt better than each other, but not like radically so. Maybe the moment was better. That's probably like what it was.
A lot of factors. I promise you, it's not the vagina itself. It might even be like she's not feeling it, so she's fucking not particularly lubed for you. And so there's many of things where it's like moments have hit different, but it's like it's not. It's like even like hooking up with my wife. There are moments where sometimes it's like, oh, that wasn't as good as it was just for many reasons. Sometimes I'm not like, my back's hurting, and so I'm not fucking putting it in like I normally would, because I'm like, I'm aware, but I'm still gonna get it in because I want it. You know?
Yeah, like I'm aware. But like at that age, I just don't think I'm like. I think me and Lil are gonna be probably playing board games more than we already do.
I
We're
still
gonna be like playing D&D. But this is fun, huh? Legit, like we're old.
Yeah, I just, to me, that's like, because I love seeing couples that are like in their 80s or whatever, and they're still like madly in love with each other. And I feel like I'll see ones they're still holding hands. Like I don't like holding hands that much, but it's more of just, it just feels like who's this for kind of that. I don't need to get into that, but I'm just saying seeing them do stuff like that and like being all lovey-dovey with each other at like dinner or at breakfast. More realistically, they're out for breakfast.
They don't got that in them no
more. They ain't going to dinner for. I barely go to dinner.
It's 5:45. They're like,
I'm barely like, fucking traffic. We gotta like go somewhere. I don't fuck.
It's traffic is really the biggest.
It's 100% traffic for me.
Traffic's the biggest deterrent for marriage.
Literally.
Because going to dinner sucks when you have to drive to it.
It's literally that for me.
That's why I love New York City so much. It's just like, all right, let's walk somewhere. Let's walk somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. This person
don't get involved is what my personal like just it's not your fucking business.
What was the because that wasn't the point of it.
He's like, what do you see yourself getting up to at that age?
Okay, so we kind of covered that, yeah.
I'm just I don't know, probably chilling with my girlfriend.
I don't know.
My wife hopefully by the time.
I mean just playing. I'm hoping that this podcast, like we at some point we start making out like bandits, and then like so in our 50s we can kind of like, I don't know, maybe we're sitting on
kill ourselves.
Something. Something. Yeah. I'm hoping that like 50s will be chill. We're like, oh, we're good.
Yeah, and, I think by the time I'm that old, I think if I'm married, I'm going to be married to somebody that I've been very transparent about. Where I'm just like, listen, I could see this. I could see myself being bored by 50. And so that's just going to be something that you're going to have to understand.
I just think don't fucking get married. Like if that's your thought, bro, I'm like, don't get married. Don't do it. Why?
Yeah, you just don't have to. That's my
like why rope yourself into something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Like for me, I know people are like, I don't know how people like have single relationships. They just sleep around. It's like, how does it like it just do?
Well, that's fine.
Draw your line. Like, hey, I want to just have sex. That's it.
I think
and then if they're like, I want more than this, to be like, okay, don't do it. Then I'm like, all right, well, I'm out. And you put your clothes back on, you leave.
I would have to say, listen, you got to get better at it. You have to improve.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You got to be a little better about it.
Come on, practice. Put some work into this.
Yeah,
I can't be doing everything.
If you get a little better, maybe this might work. if it doesn't.
There is. I'm be honest. I think there's many people that they just don't have conversations about that shit. At all.
They
taboo.
definitely don't.
Because it's taboo.
They definitely don't.
It's kind
of
of
an uncomfortable conversation to
it's a little
have.
offensive.
You know?
Where it's like, hey man, because I'll be honest. There's a lot of like, say me. I talk about the mecca for me is like, eating ice cream, get my dick sucked or something. It's crazy.
so great.
It's crazy.
So insane.
But the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. There's some women that were just like, you don't understand the idea. It's called sucking dick. Sucking, not just mouth over it and then moving your head back and forth. That's
not biting my penis.
Well, biting's
off.
great. If you're feeling teeth, you're like, oh,
Well, I don't know.
know.
I don't know. I've had people take that too seriously, where it's like, it's not a straw, dude.
Well, see,
You know, like fucking relax.
It's just exactly. So there's a thing where it's like, well, if you're with that person, you can at least talk to them about it, right?
Yeah.
If it's like one-off things, you're obviously not going to coach them.
You do. You were
That's
like,
crazy.
hey, bitch.
Because they're going to stop and leave.
You're
like,
doing
okay,
this very
fuck
not good.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go suck off some nerd that's grateful.
Yeah, and he's gonna complain too.
Yeah, as soon as you like literally like look at it, he busts. he fucking takes that shit out and he just boom.
Black eye.
I wish that was me, dude. I'm be honest.
I wish I could come from laughing. That'd be hilarious.
That's insane.
You would come in.
You would die. I'd die. I would die.
I'll be honest. I'll be like, I can't be partners with you anymore.
we can't be comedy partners. If you're gonna come every time, that's the reason he took this job. Is that he found out that he comes every time he laughs.
He's just having a
This whole thing is like a sick fet, and he's being paid for it. He's being paid to come.
for it. He's getting paid to come. That's crazy.
That's truly gross.
That's fucking amazing.
You're just roping the whole time. Just,
Hey, Chris, say something funny. Say something funny. It was great.
giggling still through my teeth.
It was funny.
But yeah, no, I don't know. You don't have to get married. You don't have to get married. Don't do it if you don't want to.
It's that simple.
It is that simple. And also just have conversations and try, because I don't think I really do think most people at a certain point have that feeling. It's just a matter of like whether or not like it's so disastrous that it's even worth like really doing anything about it. And I think for most people it's probably not. It's just like, whatever, who cares? Like we'll talk through it, we'll fucking spice things up or whatever. Right? I think for me it's just like listen, man, I take it seriously. All right? I'm in competitive rank. Okay, and I can't not have I can't be with a casual.
Casual, sexually, you're talking sexually, right?
Yeah, I can't be with somebody who doesn't take that seriously.
Well,
I can't do it.
Yeah, I like I like where we're at. I feel like everything is like, for me, everything's going great. Like communication's great. Everything's fucking chill. There's no like, this sucks or this is she's not too insane or like, like, cause there's some like, Jay girl that's like, choke me.
That's crazy.
And I'm like,
I do what I gotta do.
I'm not.
I do what I gotta do.
I do what I gotta do too, but like,
I do what I gotta do.
I'm not into choking.
I've been to the darkness.
Feels,
I've been back.
I think a light grip on the neck is not choking, because that's literally not choking. I don't literally want to try to asphyxiate someone.
I love choking white women explicitly.
I'm into whatever the person in front of me
feels like retribution.
I'm into whatever the person in front of me is into at the time.
So you have no sense of self.
That's
what?
You have no sense of self.
I mean,
you have no line.
I have lines.
Sir, are you sure?
Would you have lines?
I think so, yeah.
But what if that chick's like, flips you over and she's like, I'm gonna beg you?
I have lines.
What if she's empowering you though? You ever thought about that? Like, what if she does it and she pins you?
So what? She rapes you?
And you're like, and she's like,
well, then I guess I'll be raped.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? What if she overpowers you?
Yeah.
Then I guess my butt's gonna get fucked. What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, I didn't think about that. I thought of the comedy and I was like, no, wait, that's just someone getting raped.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
No, but I have a sense of self. I have a line.
You sure?
Yeah.
Have you met it yet?
What do you mean?
Have you maybe?
Well, have you had to go meh to someone?
Yes. I mean, like, listen, that's.
I'm not into that.
No, we're not doing that.
When she's like fizz deep in you. Hey, hold on.
Okay,
don't kiss my neck.
You just flicked my heart. Okay,
that's awesome. So like,
whoa, no eye contact. Did you look me in the face?
I'm too ticklish on my neck. I can't you cannot go in.
Lily, I am ticklish.
That's you.
Basically, I turn into a turtle, dude. I turn into a fucking.
I do this literally.
I go like this, and I'm like, I'm literally not trying to do this. I swear to you.
Yeah.
I'm very ticklish, and I don't like people touching me in general.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You, dude, that's so fucking. Stop! I'm gonna hit you guys. Seriously, stop. Chris, stop it. I do not want to hit you. Stop.
Push me.
Stop.
Go ahead. I dare you.
Oh my
It'll be
God,
good
I see him
content.
go gorilla mode right now. That's crazy.
Stop.
For one frame, he's a gorilla.
Don't take my joke. That's my content joke. I love going
That's
frame
not your
by frame.
joke.
I love going frame by frame and something, seeing someone be something they're really not.
That was that video of the
ET.
kid. Well, the ET thing. That wasn't a video. That was just something we made up.
Oh, right.
But like, there's this video, this old video. You remember the video?
Kid is every race.
There's this video, like, it's really out of focus. We've talked about it on the show before, but like
right.
ages ago. This is really out of focus video of this child getting kicked by this woman, and it's so funny because it zooms in, but it's so low res that like every frame, because it's doing the pixels are doing like the predictive kind of the predictive pixel like fill in. It looks like a different kid every frame. It is
I love
crazy.
that
And
shit.
at the end, he just looks like. He looks like a drawing of like Johnny from fucking Ed, Ed and Eddie. It's
This is the
fucking
video that you
insane.
couldn't find, right?
This is one of the videos that we couldn't
We
find
had it
yet.
on Twitter. I should have saved it.
Yeah.
I didn't. I should have saved that one with the freaking baby too.
I don't want to think about that one.
I don't want to hear it if it's
yeah,
bad.
that wasn't even that. Yeah, you're.
I don't want to hear
There's
it.
every funny video. I
Every
just wish I
fu-
saved
yeah,
them.
I'm-
That's why I do it now. You guys think I'm crazy.
I'm sad at how many videos I've lost, but yeah, no.
Of course, I got to save Into the Spider-Verse on my camera roll.
You're really
That's
just-
so fucking stupid. That's so like as if you're not gonna have access to that movie.
I literally own it physically too.
what
Of
I
course,
mean.
I got to save the entire Saiyan saga on my fucking phone.
I really
I
can't-
need that.
I
Are
really
you
can't-
fucking serious?
I have the Saiyan
way.
saga and I have the Broly movie on my phone, the camera roll.
You're such a waste of space. Like what?
What am I using the space for?
Stuff. I
Like
don't know.
what? Like that?
No, not that.
Hey, what am I using it for?
Memories, photos.
Oh shit!
What? I can do that.
I haven't been enjoying the memories I've had because I'm saving the entirety of the Boo saga
'cause you're too busy-
in Spanish.
Do you take
you're too
pictures at all? Like, do you?
No, I'm not a picture person.
I kind of don't either, really.
Never have been.
You got it, man.
I do
feel
for
like,
Instagram because
Lily
I have
does
to
it.
sometimes.
I feel like all the chemtrails or whatever RFK is talking about, like it's gonna get our brains, and we need these to remember stuff.
I know I'm gonna have dementia eventually, and I don't care anymore.
You already have it,
You're completely okay with it.
You already
don't
have it,
care
I
anymore.
think.
I'm ready to go.
I think my lack of sleep is making me sprint towards dementia.
Yeah,
I
you're
need-
speed running dementia.
I need to stop, and I can't help it. So I
Yeah.
went to bed at like 5:30. You know what I mean? I told myself I'm gonna go to bed at 2.
Did you actually go to bed at 5:30 this morning?
Yes.
Me too.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
It's and I'm like I know I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be fucking gone in 20 years.
I was just making stupid Instagram videos that I didn't post, and then I like fucking.
He didn't even completed it.
Oh, no,
That's the worst part.
I'm saving them.
Oh.
I'm saving them for like I
Jesus Christ. I went to bed at a reasonable time, relatively.
Oh, nice.
yeah, and you're still late.
Yeah, that is. We were
was
wondering about that. We're like, do you leave at 11:30? Is that what you think? You're like,
No,
oh,
I leave my house.
It's 11:30. It's time to call the fucking
I
taxi.
leave my house around like 25, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna take too long.
25.
Wait, what do you mean?
25.
What do you mean it would take too long?
Because of the fact that when I'm with like people that I know they're driving, I get here in like 4 or 5 minutes maybe. Because everybody goes the wrong way.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
remember 5 minutes ago when you painted a picture where I was being raped?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Why'd you do that?
It's funny.
It's like what?
It's just funny.
I remember you being like, hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if we got raped? I remember you said that.
You tried to.
I've definitely said
you
that,
Tried to
like,
imply,
actually straight
you
up.
tried to imply that you tried to attack. You're like you don't have a sense of self. Also, get raped is basically what you did to me.
It's kind of
Yeah, dude, it's in the dichotomy of man.
That's crazy. I have a sense of self.
Let's get the piss out of here, huh?
Yeah.
Let's get
read,
the piss out of here. Ew.
Yeah, start milking a dude's piss
Read
out of him.
read our name. What the?
Ew, dude.
We're gonna read.
You squeeze a guy's balls, he pisses a bunch.
I thought that's how it worked. How do you pee?
Can you pop testicles? They can pop, right?
I don't
Under the
like
right
thinking about
circumstances,
stuff like
right?
that, man. That's like trauma without that ever happening. Like it hurts me thinking about that shit.
It doesn't. I just don't care about that. I've also been hitting my balls so many
Well, your
times that
balls
I'm
are numb.
sure they're numb. Yeah, I'm sure they're numb.
All right.
My balls are so numb.
My bowels.
My bowels are numb.
All right.
I done killed myself.
We're gonna read the $25 and up Patreon names. Remember, you can join this clusterfuck of a show
I done killed
and put your name in these credits if you want. What song is that?
Killed myself. I have killed myself. I have killed myself. I've killed myself. I have killed myself.
I'll take my life and I'll fuck a dude.
And then he it disrupts the kill myself, and then also it makes it gay.
That's the whole fucking that's the Trinity.
Fantastic.
You want to read the names?
He's got the best fucking improv.
You're warmed up.
I'd rather not, but
You got the best school, like, dude.
I'd rather not. Yeah, me neither.
How much is tuition to your improv school?
fucking all.
You should do one, actually.
Oh,
That was good.
yeah, that was fantastic, actually.
All right, this is the $25 and up. Can I get the countdown, please?
15, 14.
Deleted Evil Tom Sweeney says, I love the gays, but they're not human. Ray J, JR,
12.
Steak Eater, Evil Kendrick Lamar be like, wop, 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 I'm a fuck his butt, wop, 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 I'm a pedophile.
That's crazy.
Doc Brown in 1955 was supposed to be 35 years old with white hair and wrinkles. Gay low combat evoked. Emma throwing big bucks. Build Gundam model kits. They're really fun. My tart uncle used to molest me. Now
Well, sorry.
now that he has locked-in syndrome, I OD'd on rhino pills to take revenge every day.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah.
That's intense.
That's good. I like that.
I don't
Good
like
for you.
that.
Good for you, man.
I don't like that.
Good for you.
The Gluck Gluck Gabalob, Majin Kanye has fixed the Patreon tiers. Oh my god. The idea of Bobbity freaking taking Kanye under his influence is crazy. My ABBA taught me a few things too, like how to rip your skin off and using my own mouth. Don Quixote. Don Quixote?
Donkey scrote. Like scrotum.
Like testicles.
Like testicles.
The environmental storytelling of Dead Squirrel with two condoms in it. Sweeney, you looked up the wrong Yes King meme, which it's called This is what Squidward can't sleep. Berserker Broly gap shotting Sween, Snark Tank in Japan featuring Johnny Somali. Ain't no rest for the Spit Kid. That's insane. Red Rectum Redemption. Put donuts on my cock.
Kid.
My goose shooter. What the truth? You can't handle it. The Purple Warrior. I'm not sleeping on a plane unless my pilot is autistic black. I'm not sleeping on a plane unless it's autistic black. Polyamorous amputee. Jesus Christ.
And words don't grow on trees.
Mind yeast. Domination. Vaughn of the Dead. Special needs goblinoid. Derek is innocent. # free him. Round-eyed Asian. Mummified. Whoa. Mummified in Chris's double stuffed attic. Chris's house is built like a fucking Jenga castle sometimes. I can't believe they made Hershey woke by using pronouns in its name.
So stupid. Hershey.
That's not bad.
It's
lame, but it's not bad.
That's a well-aged joke, like I have no comedy for real.
That's to me. Who's that redneck that did the redneck comedy?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, one of them. But I'm thinking of the Jeff Foxworthy. That's that type of joke. That Jeff would be like,
I wish they were just straight up racist during that. It'd be so much funnier.
I feel like if they came back and did another one, they would.
I feel like they'd be like, these guys are going too far. I feel like they'd be like, nah, they're wilding. They're wilding.
I'm Larry the N-word guy.
I thought they'd be like, look, man, I'm from the rural South and black people do scare me, but these guys are tripping. calm down. Leave the Mexicans here.
At least there's one named Bill Engvall who nobody
Oh, I
remembers
remember him. He had a show.
Oh, he did? He did?
Yeah, it was the Bill Engvall show.
I didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
kidding. I swear to God, this is
I
real.
didn't know
Unless
that.
I'm hallucinating, which is possible.
Because he's the one that like everyone doesn't remember, I guess. He was like he needs to become racist.
He also has a show that nobody remembers.
Yes, he does. Because Jeff Foxworthy did that smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah, are you smarter than fifth grader? The answer was no.
That's true. The Ron White is actually a pretty good comedian, actually.
Yeah, I like Ron White. I remember liking one.
Larry the Cable Guy was just did stadium tours.
Yeah, he was
super famous. So I'm just saying, like, all of them did
he
stuff.
was.
And then
He was
Bill,
so famous because of Cars.
I guess he had a fucking show.
He had a sitcom. He had like
Bill
an
Engvall show.
Yeah, it
That era of
sucked.
comedy was interesting.
I remember watching it just out of curiosity because it was on TBS. And I remember watching a lot of TBS for some reason. Like I liked watching like Everybody Loves Raymond and Conan and stuff. And so I was like, Bill Engvall show. I wonder what that is. And then I watched it and it was like, this
I'm
sucks.
a fucking dumb redneck.
It's like, look, I got a family. This is my daughter. Shit, fuck. It sucked so hard.
And then he presses the audience.
He pressed it himself.
I'm actually curious. Look up the theme song for if there even was one. I don't even know. I don't remember.
Okay, let me continue. Okay,
Yeah.
Sween shows up late to the scroll Sween shows up late to scroll his phone, eats a sandwich, interrupts everyone, and complains.
That's what he would say.
He's
Here's your
there.
sign.
Snark Tank RPG on Twitter wants photos of you all, please. Ben Shapiro's actually right for once. Reward him with his cupcake
Did you see
chair.
that?
Yeah.
What the fuck was
the
that?
Sister? Yeah, it was crazy.
happened?
Even he was like, "This
He
is
was
fucking
like,
crazy."
he's like, he couldn't even lie about fucking
Trump is lying about
Ukraine.
a lot of stuff.
He's like, he's absolutely not correct about because Trump was like, what he said that Ukraine started the war.
Oh.
Yeah, Trump was
And
like,
Ben Shapiro was
they
like-
started, and then Ben was like, yeah, we're gonna listen to this clip because I think he's wrong. He's like, it's absolutely not true.
I saw Candace Owens on fucking Piers Morgan talking about how like Israel's doing a genocide in Gaza also.
That's what got her fired from the Daily Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, quite literally?
Yeah, because she was talking about like no one should be fucking genociding anyone. She didn't specifically say Israel was doing it, but it was clear.
Excuse me, Candace. I would prefer that you didn't mention Jews in any real way. So
Please, at all. If you want to continue your job,
You're
here,
making us look bad, even though we are doing some really shady stuff.
we're
The Daily Wire over here and the IDF, we're basically the same thing.
this shit finna be crazy when Hitler 2 shows up.
now, Candace Owens, I didn't mean to pull you into my office exactly, but like I'm getting quite sick of having to. If you could just do me the solid of like bringing your chair into my office after you're done sitting
On it.
on it,
On it.
As sweaty as possible, in fact.
as soon as possible. Please come here after work.
Out.
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Hassan looks like someone who took a Duplo figure and put Lego's head on it. Suing my ex-boyfriend for custody of my friends. Cut my cock into pieces. These are my tranny scars. I don't like that word at all.
These are my tranny scars.
Thugzilla, king of the hoodsters.
I used to like it.
I don't like that word, but like I also don't like that because to me it does feel like a shorthand. You know what I mean?
It used to be it didn't used to be offensive.
Yeah.
But then the wrong people started using it, and then it became
offensive.
offensive.
Yeah, so
Because it would be those
does
those
genu-
bitches would call themselves. They would call it themselves. It was like oh fucking.
I mean, yeah, we used to call ourselves that.
it was kind of in that way. It was like endearing and.
It's not even necessarily that it's endearing. To me, it's just like it literally is just like a shorter version of the word. Like it doesn't even feel like a slur to me.
You're gonna say trans. That's literally a more accurate.
No,
Well,
I understand that,
That's
but
what
I'm
it is.
saying
That's what we do
Yeah,
now.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's the
trans.
same effective, same meaning. But I know the people that would argue to say the word are dicks.
Yeah.
And that's why I just don't want
That's
to say
the
it.
That's kind of what how I,
and that's all I need to have.
That's kinda how I feel about it.
I feel like we
guess
just need to go back to just saying chicks with dicks, man.
that was better.
Yeah.
Actually, it was
I-
actually more progressive.
To me, there's.
I feel like that's just like
I saw somebody spell it with X's, and it made me laugh so hard. I don't know why.
So
It's
stupid.
Chicks with dicks, and I'm
I
like,
feel like I don't know. I'm
something
someone.
about that spelling is funny
I
to
think
me.
slurs
Like it's
are-
extreme.
I think slurs are funny. I will always think they're funny, but I understand why you shouldn't say them.
Yeah.
And I'll be fine with it.
Sure.
That's it. I won't say them in public. That's just, I just won't say them out loud.
What the fuck just happened?
What the hell? Was that the Bill Engvall show?
What's it call it?
Wait. Hey!
Why do I remember this show?
It's just country.
You guys ever watch Reba?
Of course, I've watched Reba.
Literally,
of course
just
I watched Reba.
it's 15 seconds of a country.
I love
that
Reba.
sucks.
The Reba show is so fucking fun.
You know how forgettable that is?
There's no way you're gonna remember
They
that.
don't even sing. My sins are painted in the past. So my life is
What the fuck
changing
is that? What are you
fast.
singing?
Reba.
Who I am and who I want to be.
Why do you watch that?
A
what are you
single
doing?
mom. My grandma likes Reba McEntire a lot.
I see.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops.
Reba,
with
you
simple
said?
hands and a heart
Is
of
Reba
a
short for Rebecca?
fiber. It has to be.
Yeah, I just always assume
What is
that.
it, re-bitch? Okay. Losing all my friends in a custody battle, Kurt Cobain POV. Have you watched The Sound of Fury on Netflix? Death, Jax, the world fastest Maori, needs a Snark tank. Gifts to bomb Cat Black with FRs.
Whoa.
What's FRs?
FRs? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what that is. For real? For reals?
With FR, it's crazy.
I don't know. It's probably something.
Sneezing is just coming with your face. Mr. Fantastic and a Fantastic Foursome. My name is Jake, and you guys are really hurting my feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. Fuck you.
What did we say about Jake?
What do we have? I don't know.
I said every Jake is evil or something.
Oh,
What do I have to do to dethrone a king of haphazard? You're never gonna. Big Meaty stinks.
well, DM him. I'm sure he's on
Gunner
fucking
killed
Twitter. or
by.
something.
Gunner killed by man who twerks. Andy, the man whose handies are now back to A tier and forever dandy. Sex gifts. The glove Globalob is just a quarter ring with alopecia. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh shit. That's
fucking excellent.
That is a powerful combination.
That is excellent.
Holy shit.
It is recording with
I lived
alopecia.
in
That is
Texas. I
absolutely
ain't going
true.
to Vegas to eat no Roadhouse. Derek, okay, you're up.
That is very true.
Switch hands.
Did you see that? If you look up a Dean, I always forget his
Dean
name.
Withers?
No,
I have that picture of him. That's crazy. Did I send it to you guys?
I don't know.
No.
I don't even know who that is.
The picture, the little kid, the little white feller that does all the debates on TikTok and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the liberal kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him that's wild.
What the fuck happened? What? I always think I save shit and then I don't. So I have the opposite problem of you.
I have the whole entire universe on my phone. I
That's,
have the whole. I have Exodus in Aramaic written on my phone.
you look up. Apparently, if you look up Dean Norris, this is what pops up. Do you see this?
Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
That's fucking awesome.
It's
dude.
just it's for the audio listeners. It's a fucking. It's just a photo of Dean going at it
yeah, fucking
with like a woman's foot like kind of on his
on his shoulders.
on his shoulder.
I love that image so much because he's going wild.
I
He's
love
going bananas in it.
it. All right. Absolute horse piss in a chilled glass. The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP. What?
I love this image.
Oh, why?
I wonder if he's seen it.
He's had this.
So
I'm
for
gonna
the
send it to
audio
him
listeners,
tomorrow.
it's fucking Dean. It's that Dean liberal Dean kid, and it says just I hate black people.
It's crazy having millennials or Zoomers named Dean. That
It's
is
interesting.
such an old name.
Yeah.
The truth about N-words is crazy.
Have you heard of DJ Inward Beats?
Yes, of course.
I did, dude. I found it by accident last night.
Of course.
I was me and Joe were watching Bar Rescue, and somehow there was a shitty DJ in the bar, and somehow it got all the way to me wanting to search if DJ N-word was actually a thing, and then it led me to DJ N-word Beats, and this guy named Schmores. And it's amazing. If anybody listening, go look up S'mores with a Z and DJ N-word Beats. And there's like a song with like 4 million plays that is it's iconic. I'm really mad that it's not on Spotify anymore for whatever reason. But it led me to what I wanted to say was a playlist. And then I'll finish reading in a second. But
what's the playlist?
The playlist is called, because there's another guy named Young Fly, and so there's Young Fly on the track, and there's a playlist. And of course, George Floyd is the profile picture of the playlist. But it's a playlist of a bunch of N-word related stuff that I found on Spotify.
N-word related.
Yeah, because I was just looking for S'mores, Where Did You Go? That's the song called Where'd You Go? And it's blanked out, so it's not available anymore. But here's some of the things. So everybody knows Nigga 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 by Gangsta Rap, so that's on there.
Yeah.
Right? There's a song by Examir.
Who is that?
I don't know. This is a guy screaming.
Holy Lee kind of say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Niggas in My Butthole by Zelmir or Examir.
It's not as bad as the drawing as I wanted it to be, actually.
Yes, those are good.
Nay Nay Nigga by Gitpool. Yeah, and that's unfortunately it's blocked out. I Had Sex with My Dog is on here. I Don't Like Hard R's. And just the word hard R by Christian Adam G. Get the N-words out of society by the same person.
Send me
and
that.
Big Bad.
Send me that.
You want this playlist?
Yeah, send me that. Send me that.
Yeah, I went on a deep dive last
I'm
time.
gonna play that.
I thought you were reading the names. I was like, what the fuck happened?
just out of nowhere.
I'm watching my nephew today. I'm gonna play that around him.
You're watching your nephew today?
Your nephew.
You have a nephew?
is fucked.
I have several nephews.
Here?
Technically, yeah.
Oh, inherited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young fly on the track.
All right.
I love that fucking Orson Welles-esque saying it. The echo. N-words.
Orson Welles.
I love it. Like that kind of thing, dude.
Yeah, I found this by accident last night. Just, I wonder if there's anything called DJ Hard R, and it led me to that.
So fucking ridiculous.
Society sometimes makes me feel good when stuff like this happens. If it was just that, if it, fuck a billionaire, let's just all make dumb shit with hard R and stuff.
No.
All right, where was I?
Like a cautionary tale, he says it.
Kids, Derek looks like Franklin the Turtle. Is Sweeney's barber blind? Jar Jar Binks should bang himself on a ceiling fan. Black Squidward more like N-word. Scream adjacent feller. Third Eye Blind, I want semen or else I'm gonna beat my wife. He's missing stuff, but
Yeah,
baby,
does it just say gay?
It
or
just says
something?
baby at the end.
Oh yeah.
Revise it, man. Listen to the song and then make sure you hit all the syllables. But you're almost there. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Man Love, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Cock. Fuck you, I am paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants Sween, I remember seeing a Last of Us movie trailer. Fuckface Unstoppable. When you read the Patreon names, how are they ordered? By oldest member, most money donated, or most gayest?
Most gayest.
Most gayest.
It's not dumb. You don't
and
say
oldest.
Like that. Say gayest.
Gayest. Spum Befudders. Jolly Old Dipshit, the ace of parades. Definitive top 5 black people. 1 LeBron. 2 Keith David. 3 Future. 4 Tim Duncan. 5 Sweeney. Tim Duncan's crazy. He's such a boring human. He's a great person, but he's fucking
a fantastic player, though.
Of course, I'm just saying, greatest black people, boring. Give me some charisma. God damn.
Is that perspective or is that how it is?
Whatever you want, man.
That is a tiny head.
That's why he's screaming. He's so angry about his tiny.
Or is he running at you real fast and the perspective of his arms is so long that they look like that?
It's whatever you want, man.
No, someone handed him a pizza and it fell out of his little tiny hand, so he was really upset.
I'll ask you I'll put it like David Lynch and say it's whatever it's whatever makes you feel the craziest.
Yeah. Hungry for Cummy Wummies, feed me Chrissy Poo.
Okay.
Captain African America, Brave New Jungle. Cloak and Fagger. PP Top. They come running just as fast as they can because every guy's crazy about a sharp dick, man. Yeah, shitting in a Gatorade bottle, Stiltson. Hey, Derek, can you whisper into the mic, Hot Pocket Fleshlight?
Hot pocket flashlight.
Hot Pocket Fleshlight.
Ew, somebody's gonna jerk off to that.
Wow, is that an old thing? Because I stumbled upon a tweet recently. This is with my original Twitter, where I said that Guantanamo Bay people should be tortured with 3-minute Hot Pockets in the microwave on their dicks.
That's crazy.
I stumbled upon that recently, and I'm like,
God damn.
Yeah, 3 minutes is insane.
Remember the fucking
the donut,
fucking the cinnamon roll.
Was that what it was?
Yeah,
the cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
For how long you wanted to put it in?
Yeah, put it in for maybe 25 seconds, and then go and give it that's really hot, but
fucking
I think
hot,
it'd be funny.
dude.
I think it's worth it.
Pastry for 25 seconds is so fucking hot. That's crazy. That was on that long wooden table you guys had. We were still doing that shit.
Yeah.
N-words. Aussie possums are cute until you hear them growl. I think it's a lot of things, right? Smitchy the Kid, Vivek didn't say anything when told I wouldn't vote. She pipkin on my picka, Ichiban Kasuga. Post Clarity Nut, Scrotor the Barbarian, Hunter of Cock. Need me some calcium cannons right now, facts. Deporting my cum to the unconscious ICE or ICE agent's face. Why did I say ICE? That's crazy. I know you're talking about Jada Stevens in episode 299 being a Trump supporter, Sweeney. Okay. Yush. Why can't we go? Sween asked. Because this adventure is dumb and gay. Let someone else deal with pizza time. Cry reported dryly. I'm speaking dumb. This is going to be useless stuff for this guy. Craig the Canadian. I only do casual racism. Ranked racism has too many sweats. It's your boy Shawnee D. Major minority. Snark Tank fans are now homeless and deported. Facts. Cerberus Agent 267. I have watched every episode again and I've come to a conclusion. Sweeney's empathy is schizophrenic. Yeah. Calm Tony.
I like the tacit agreement. Yeah.
Billy J. Armstrong, Jay-Z, Tay Zunde, Danny, and Grant McDonald having a conversation. Whoa. 3XO quitting the job that made him deeply unhappy. Time to learn Premiere Pro. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck a miserable job, man. Your health, your mental health is better than money. It's always above money. You can be a bum on the street and be happy. Punching Nazis through Sween's tooth gap. What are we looking at? Cave divers at the cave called. I didn't see it, so I didn't read it in time.
It's just cave divers being put in stupid fucking.
Oh my god!
Sweeney's showing darker video
and Satan and survival
of like some fucking idiot in the cave.
You don't deserve to live.
Fucking like
I really have a strange amount of contempt for those people.
Yeah, they're like innocent people that they're like probably the only innocent people that should be dead.
Yeah, it's exactly. You're right. You're so right. That's exactly what it is. It frustrates me that they're so innocent but so deserving of death.
Yeah. Sweetie's improv class where the first course is called My Second Favorite N-Word. You want to do 3 or should
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. We'll speed through it.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's just stuck in your head now.
It's magical sounding. That's
I love when he's just like, all right. Like after he hears that, you're just so over. You're like, all right.
like that's it.
That's
Come
it.
on,
I'm done.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH, Lord of all drip. Wow, your name can't contain special characters. Shut the fuck up, Patreon. Fuck you. Obi-Wan should blow me. Waiting for the Sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Kremlin to Gremlin. Fucking Squirrel Girl and leaving 2 condoms in here. We're not mad at Derek. We're just disappointed. Jarvis, take me off Epstein's Black Book. Now presenting our special guest, Molesto the Clown. Phil Collins in the Air Tonight tune. I can feel it coming in my ass tonight. Oh, Lord. Wage Slave 583. I come, therefore I am. The Papini brothers present Gordon Ramsay cleaning Asmongold's room ASMR. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher.
Nice.
My villain arc continues. I gained access to the account the thief made on OnlyFans using my information. He didn't even buy good porn.
All right. Right.
PP. Sorry about the delay in drawing. Currently watching Life Fall Apart. We'll get back to it soon.
Hey, take your time.
Yeah, man. Holy shit, the misanthropes had to get... The idea that we have any deadline for anybody is hilarious.
What the fuck? Hurry up, man.
We barely...
Be quick about it.
Yeah, we barely have a deadline for us. You know, PP, sorry...
I'm going to kill myself. That's it.
That's fire.
There's no deadline for me.
That's fire.
Do you have a date in mind?
Probably like next week.
Oh, all right.
Probably next week.
All right, sorry.
Something casual.
Something light.
I'll get around to it if I have time.
I'm gonna take your salary already.
If you have time, I think I'll kill
That doesn't bother me. I'm dead. Do whatever you want.
Facts. Fire.
I'm not like, oh no, don't take the money I'm not gonna earn being in a fucking bag. Like what, dude?
I guess just like switch everything. Like make it easy for us.
I got you. I'm not selfish.
I appreciate that, man.
I'm not selfish.
I'm
not selfish.
It would be the first thing we'd do. Like, it would be like,
your head
oh, Kings
off.
is dead. I would go to his apartment and be like, Lily, I got to get into the computer. Sorry.
Why do you need that?
That's crazy to do that right after I die. She's still mourning.
Immediately after she's
You'll still
crying
be
her eyes
warm.
off. Yeah, you're still warm.
You're still. They haven't
You're
even,
still doing it. He's has a hacksaw. And he's just,
Yeah. Yeah. You're in fact not even dead yet. You're simply dying.
And you're like, look, just in case.
You think you can finish cutting your head off?
I don't know, Derek. I don't know, Derek. I do not know.
You think you can make it all the way?
I don't know, Derek. Maybe you should. Why don't you try to hire someone to do it?
No, I'm just curious, like, because you're gonna do it. You're gonna off yourself.
I'm gonna shotgun myself right in the base of my chin, so I blow. So it's like confetti comes out.
Look,
I want to look like a jester's hat, but the top of my head.
That visual is crazy.
That was a great picture I painted, dude.
Got me.
It's a good paint.
I'm a wordsmith, bro.
Little bells at the end.
It's just your hair is hanging on like the bells. And shit.
I want to kill myself comedically, man. I really do.
If you were to kill yourself, to do it funny would be the best way.
That's the most respectful way
I
to do
think
it.
jumping off a building and doing a backflip. You know how they do like they go forward or do back. That's awesome.
A
Like,
gainer.
because that like you.
I'm so jealous of that move. Like I wish I had more excuses to do that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's sick. No, if you do
It's
that,
really
like,
cool.
it's dope as hell.
I don't think I like actually scream. I think I laugh like seeing somebody do like they're coordinated fucking flip to their death.
Because it's
I
so
want them
elegant.
to fly a little bit too. You know how like in GTA when you jump out of a plane, how you can like angle it up and you kind of soar a little bit. I want to do that.
Is that real? Is that how that works?
I really don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I don't know
I
for
think you need
sure.
some sort of drag. Like if you have like a baggy shirt on or something like that, maybe
Yeah, if you were naked, you're just plummeting.
you're just going
But
down.
what if you were covered in oil? Would it make the air slippery?
Could you imagine someone falls in a plane but they're covered in oil and
So
they're
wait,
like,
what does that mean? Are you falling faster? What
do you
does that
fall
mean?
up? Do you fall up or do you like?
Well, you're falling-
Are you like sliding?
I wasn't going that way. I was just thinking. I was thinking like because you're so oily
Yeah,
that you slip through the air molecules with less drag.
with less drag. Yeah, much more velocity.
Less drag, but
That's crazy.
Less drag, more drag, please.
drag. Less drag.
Let's do a drag episode, but somebody buy us all that stuff because that shit, I imagine, is very expensive.
I have no issue with that at all.
I mean, as long as someone buys it for me, like
But I feel like I don't want to half-ass that. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. It would like imagine if we had to get like legit drag. It's probably like how much do you think we'd have to spend? A few $100 or something?
Yeah, probably. I
we
would
do like
imagine.
our makeup done stuff like that. If we were gonna do it, I would do it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'd have to. You'd have,
that would be fucking fun actually.
I mean, I literally, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm not like
Yeah, me
one of them niggas that are like, unless it was like for a show and then the white executives are like, wear this fucking dress.
Yeah, that's
Wear
different.
this dress, yeah. But like,
different.
do this myself. Let's
Whatever,
go,
I don't
baby.
care.
Let's go. Just nobody try to kiss me though.
You know what bothers me actually about like
Reverse psychology.
because like I remember like because everybody that I've ever dated has been like my height basically, or like maybe like a little bit taller. So like, I remember we would like share T-shirts and shit. I'm like, your clothes are so much fucking better than mine. Like
That's why they cost more.
I guess yeah.
By a little bit, yeah, that's true.
It's so frustrating.
yeah,
by a
remember those
lot.
dumbass feminists would be like, oh, women's products cost more. I'm like, because they're better.
They're better
They're
material.
fucking better.
Yeah, that was always the frustrating. That was the stuff about, in like 2016 about like the pink tax and stuff.
Yes.
It's like, oh my god, fucking better products are more money and
That's
like
the stuff that got you guys into making content, and then it turned into like, oh no, these niggas are crazy.
Yeah, the crazy people
oh,
jumped
yeah,
on
like,
and
it
started
is,
being
but
crazy.
it is so dumb to think that. You
It
know what
was.
I mean?
It was
so
silly.
stupid. It's like obviously women's products are better because A, they care more about it.
Yes,
And so they're willing to spend more money and you get better shit.
you do.
Women's products are so much better. It's insane.
Like there was a like, say for example, one of my friends, Shayla, was like, I bought some dye for my hair, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing with that garbage?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, like women spend money on good products and proper dye.
Yeah,
not
like you might as well
Walmart
have
shit.
melted a crayon in a fucking Snapple bottle. And said,
Essentially.
like, this is the dye I bought.
Essentially,
You know?
that's how she basically reacted to me. Like, you're an idiot. I'll let me get good product and do it for you, kind of a thing.
She pulls down a book from a bookcase and then a secret door opens. There's like a fucking lab with like beakers and fucking Bunsen burners and shit. It's like, we're gonna build a fucking dye for you.
That's awesome. I'd love to have a trapdoor like that with the book thing.
I was always so jealous of that.
That's
like
cool.
the idea of like a hidden, just the idea of a hidden room in general. And unfortunately, like I feel like I feel like as a kid, you look at that with like
Wonder
and like, oh, how cool! Like I can have my own like space. Now I feel like it's just inherently scary.
Yeah.
If you have a hidden room, you're doing something that
is scary.
that needs to be
something-
hidden.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, I know he had one of those. He bought the house that.
Is this supposed to be me?
Do you see yourself?
Spider-Man.
I mean, do you, is this like an ink blot and you see yourself?
I mean, I just put I didn't
I
know
see
what else.
myself in gay sex. I don't know.
You just go to your therapist and just say the wildest shit.
That's that SNL thing with Bill Burr recently.
I didn't see it.
The ink blot sketch where he's looking at ink blots and it's like that's
Two men making up.
and then it like for everybody else it's normal. And then whenever it's him, it's like it cuts to like DeviantArt porn. It cuts to DeviantArt porn of like Mike Wazowski and like lacy thongs and shit. And he's like, oh, that's and it's Bill Burr. was like, that's Mike Wazowski, and he's fucking Sonic. He says these things. It's crazy. He says that's Master Chief from Halo. He says this. He says this is that's Master Chief from Halo doing a lap dance or something. And I'm just like, what the? I never thought I would even.
I mean, Paramount Plus. I see that.
Yeah.
The Paramount Plus, he would give a lap dance, I think. Season 3.
He would give a lap dance to a slave and then not free him.
That scenario is so insane. That's such an insane scenario.
He still has the Mjolnir armor on. Mark III, of course. And he doesn't.
Holy shit, the Misanthropes had a guest. Cum face. It's like Clayface, but well, you know. I love the way that's written. I love the cheekiness.
There was a joke that we said during in a Discord. You were like, "This character's name is Gooner the Clown," and it's like, "Hey, what do you do, Gooner the Clown?" He's like, "I'll let you guess."
Yeah,
and I think that's really funny because I like a really mundane level clown just being like, "Yeah, my name's Gooner the Clown." And everybody's like, "Yay!"
I just do balloon animals.
What do you do? What do you do? I'll give you 3 guesses.
Anyway,
Starts with G.
GAYNE?
Yeah, there's a bit of a sport. I'd say that. Yeah, there's a bit of sport to it.
I saw this great video. Like, I wish I could remember the creators, but like, I think the premise was like it was like a sketch about the first person to come up with that "he's all right" joke. Do you know that joke where it's like he lost his entire left side. He's all right now.
He's all right now.
And it's a guy slowly getting it for the first time. He's like, wait, no, he's all right. To the untrained ear. And that fucking killed me. Like,
to the untrained ear.
To the untrained ear, you might think he's just doing well. He's fine. There's something about the phrase "to the untrained ear" that's like fucking. I don't know what it is about it, but it is funny to me. Me Be Fishy, JJ, Looks Maxing for Jesus, John Strickland, Merck's 1889. I love how we have enough to afford universal healthcare and education, but we spend it on another country. It's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah, we have a lot of
Coltrane.
Oh, we're gonna give everybody $5,000 and all the
That was
cook
not
stuff.
a-
I'm like, shut the fuck up!
That was a
Shut
terrible,
up!
It was a terrible impression of Coltrane.
Well, that was your Coltrane?
I think I meant for it to be. It did not come out correctly at all.
I didn't know what you were doing.
That was me, Coltrane.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo! Marcus, woo!
Marcus!
Dom! Get cold and bared and run to the Jeep or whatever.
Whatever we have, sponsored by Jeep Cherokee.
Woo!
Damn!
He
That's
drives.
how babies cry. When babies are like at max cry.
Yeah, max
and
cry.
they can't cry anymore.
It cuts to that scene. Spoiler alert for Gears of War 3. By the way, I don't know. It's been a long time. You should have figured this out.
Yeah.
It's not on PC, so I'm giving you way more notice than I should. But it cuts to Dom driving, and he's about to. I love it. It's been great, Marcus. Or whatever. He's doing his farewell speech.
Yeah.
And then it like every time it cuts out, it's him driving like a Jeep. But it's like a commercial for a Jeep, and it shows like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, like 4 million horsepower, whatever the fuck a Jeep is.
4 million horsepower is dubious. That is insane.
That's a lot of horse souls, dude. That's a lot of horses.
That's what Batman be in, bro. Batman be, dude.
I just love the idea of like that scene being used as a commercial for the car that he's driving.
That would be if Gears was made by 2K. Yes.
Wait, if you could change the song, what would you change it to?
What would I change it to?
Oh, the song for that
Yeah.
moment?
It would probably be like
Free Bird for me.
down 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 down
Jeep Grand
down down
Cherokee.
down down. What's that song called
This
again?
fucking
What do
dude.
I wanna know?
This bean's about
Arctic
to get
Monkeys.
fried.
Feeling goes both ways. I'm gonna do it, Marcus. I'm going to kill myself.
And then you hear,
I'm gonna do it.
Do you like refried beans? And he blows up. He's Mexican and he's about to get
Oh
set
my
on
God.
fire.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it first. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
eat.
kill myself. Marcus.
First, I'm gonna eat these Goya refried beans.
Pre-Roz. Jamar from afar. You want fun Wario? Wario shows you fun.
Just 3 ads at one time.
There's stuff of them in there.
The Jeep
It's
Cherokee.
like they're just they
Get your Goya beans.
They got paid by several different sponsors, but then dropped at various stages in production. And then at the end, they were just like, just air it. It's like,
Take it all.
Goya refresh Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's insane.
They're sinking a city with a giant worm. Brought to you by Frosted Flakes.
Are you in good hands? Fuck, we mixed the files.
This looks like the.
The video editors
Tricks.
were like, okay, I guess, and they just kept fucking
I was like,
making
dude,
it.
I gotta go home.
Dude, I really haven't seen my wife in days. I'm so hungry.
Pre-Roz, Blake 896. Who do you think you are? I am. My seatbelt getting stuck as Bumblebee transforms. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words was wow? In OG Powerpuff Girls, Chem X was a can of whoop ass. That is true. I do know what you're saying. Yeah, the pilot for Powerpuff Girls that's unaired is like the chemical X is a can of whoop ass because they were called the whoop ass girls, I think, initially. I'm not even joking. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
But then it was like Cartoon Network was like, okay, well, we're not gonna do that. But like, it's a great pitch, but like, no.
I love that a kid made that show. Like damn near. He was like,
It's crazy. He was younger than us.
he was way younger than we are.
Well, not way.
he
was like 24.
I think he was younger than that when he first pitched it.
I mean, I saw an interview with him in the thing where he was like 26, 25, and that show wasn't that old. It didn't go on for that long.
I think so. I maybe pitched it. Maybe I think that's.
Oh, maybe it was being pitched around for a while.
That's crazy.
It is
Young
kind of nuts
guy.
when I look at that. I'm like, there's an interview with him, and he looks like a modern, normal, like a modern 25-year-old. So it's
Yeah.
kind of jarring.
It was 30 years ago, probably.
Because I'm so used to seeing, like growing up, I was so used to seeing like, 25-year-olds in the 70s where they look 40.
Yes.
They're like
You know,
45 and they're already
Now,
beating their wives.
25-year-olds have that fucking broccoli hair now and shit. They're all like,
The Edgar.
yeah, whatever.
That's, dude, when I got my haircut one time,
Called
they
the
did that
Edgar?
to me. And I was like, this looks so
That's
stupid.
awesome.
There's no way that's true. When did this happen?
When COVID first happened and we moved into the house in the one that we moved in, I swear to God.
Complete lie.
I swear to God. I
lived with you.
I had a flat top. But if I picked my hair all the way, it would look like that. I swear. That's why I didn't do that.
No, but you didn't get that haircut though.
No, but that was the same
Okay, well,
hairstyle I
that's-
had at base. And I was like if I cut my hair off right now and I kept the top only and I picked my hair out, it would look like that.
yeah, cool. Do the coal stack already.
Yeah, cool. I don't care about what you're saying. Do what I want.
Yeah, cool.
Do what I want.
Yeah, cool.
I'm
Shut
done
the
acting like I
fuck
care.
Brought to you by State Farm.
Stop.
Are you in?
Are you in good
Tricks?
hands? Are you in gay hands?
Oh, wait, that's all state.
Are you in gay
Whatever.
hands?
Yeah,
Are
this
you
is
in gay?
Are you in? Welcome to Ball State. Are you in all? Are you in gay hands?
Dom, who is this?
That's Jake from State Farm.
Let's
Marcus.
take for State Farm, Marcus. He's the good guy, I promise.
Oh my god! I don't know where we're going
These
with this.
worms are wait, is this Berserker? The Berserker he needs insurance.
Shut up!
The Berserker. Do you
Texas
need
Tater Salad. Jared Fogle using Doc Brown's time machine to molest himself as a child. Shot Young Sheldon says Derek is my number one fan.
nice?
Cul-de-sac, your hair for the wedding. It's Nikki Ziggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
not
Man.
doing that.
61.5 shades of gay.
Nice.
In your best nostalgia critic voice, a lively credit card. I don't know how to. His voice is kind of hard to do. It's very distinct.
Who is it?
The nostalgia critic.
Oh.
I can't do it. Like there are people who can, and it kind of blows my mind because it is really like tricky.
Lau can do it.
Lyle can do it.
Yeah.
I know Oni can do it. I've heard him do it a million
it's
times.
me. I'm the nostalgia critic. Hey, what's going on? It's me. Hey, it's me. And like, hey, why do you, Jake from Safe Farm, why are you trying to give that berserker some insurance?
The nostalgia critique.
Please end
All
this.
right, it's me.
It's me! The nostalgic rapist!
The nostalgic.
The nostalgic
Wow,
rapist is
that is
crazy.
a fire.
From a time that was called Morrow. From
I'm
once
going to
upon a time.
placeholder on YouTube. I'm gonna create a channel and just do nothing with it.
It's just like an empty,
The
like,
nostalgic,
egg,
the
like an egg
nostalgic
account
F
almost.
word's funny. The idea of that.
That's good too. That's another placeholder. That's another one.
Wampa fruits are laced with Epstein estrogen. The Wampa fruits are laced with estrogen. Crash. I pledge allegiance to the F slur. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
That's good.
Badly brave. Dog the baby
No, it's
hunter.
not. Don't
not very
give them that.
Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Orange Man Hunter. Nate
We've all
from
done it before.
Nate from.
You're supposed to put your hand on your heart, right? When you do that, or you're right.
Right hand on the heart, I think.
Rounding out our
So
list
stupid.
as always.
The king of F word.
The king of haphazard. There we go.
What is this when you go, I solemnly swear? What is that?
It's your right hand of God.
What is that?
It just
means
means
you won't
hello,
lie.
God.
It means you won't lie.
But why does doing this gesture do anything?
I don't know. It's
Like,
Or is it
I think
left
it'd be
hand or
better-
right hand? Is
like
it
a signifier
literally
that
have
you're.
no idea.
I think it's more of like a visual signifier that you're engaged in the conversation.
Like, oh, you understand what you're saying? Do this thing. I'm like, why not? Like, I like pull my penis out. Like,
you pull your right?
insane. Just immediately they shoot and it wraps a fucking
Like a net.
yeah, like
Mr. President, put your hand on the Bible.
You know what they did? You know what they did the old Zoom calls for court like
It's
during
burning
COVID?
his hand.
You remember during COVID they would do like the Zoom calls like like over the judge, like the judging, like
Yeah, of course.
Court once someone is coming on the camera.
do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God?
No, he just stands up. He just stands up and does it.
Ew!
Like he's
Did
calm.
you see him
He's
give it shape over the microphone?
Yeah. It cascades over it.
It's so much.
He's like, "What do you think, sir?" He's like, "Oh."
Yo, you know what I heard?
That's
You know what I
what I'm
heard
talking
recently that made me fucking. I heard somebody say, like, yeah, well, if you need me, I'll be in the next. I'll be in what is it? I'll be in the next room melting pearls on my stomach.
Whoa. Whoa. Melting. Pearls is so crazy. What?
It is insane.
Just say you're beating your dick. Don't try to make it fantastic.
That is so creative, though. Like, I was jealous that I never would have even thought of something like that.
It sounds very old timey, kind of like the pearl necklace, kind of. You know?
Yeah, melting pearls on my stomach.
if you need me, I'll be making Gert upstairs.
Gert. That's for a while. That was when we were kids. Danimals.
Yeah, I definitely came inside a damn
was 'cause
little
those all-
scanners and gave it.
That's definitely not what I was.
That's so disappointing.
That's definitely not where I was going.
Yo,
but
Danimals
yeah.
hits, man.
They're so.
I remember
sweet.
Danimals being
They're
so unreasonable.
sweet.
You know
I'm
what's
sure
really
there's like
great
100
too?
grams of sugar in it.
Oh yeah, you know what's really great too? I don't think it's around anymore, but that Trix yogurt,
I never had Trix yogurt.
dude.
That shit's not around anymore because people ate it and turned into fucking rabbits.
They turned into that fucking rabbit, actually.
It's fucking giggling, hopping through the house, causing mayhem, and turning niggas into colors.
That shit. I swear to you, that stuff was so delicious. It's
It was
insane.
so good.
It was so good.
Look it up. It might be somewhere.
They don't do it anymore. I think they literally discontinued it
It's
because
in
there was like
Mexico.
asbestos in it.
Probably
Of
Mexico.
course,
There's asbestos
of
in
course
it.
in Mexico. Is it like
Dude,
what is it in Mexico?
still have the 3D Doritos, man.
They do the fat ones.
I fucking.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. About
Yeah, I'm pissed off. They brought them back for like a second. They reintroduced them during the Super Bowl like a few years ago, and then they were gone months
So
later.
I was curious the things that get reintroduced,
Yeah.
and then leave and stay. It's interesting to be that Burger King like got rid of the chicken fries for a long time, and then they reintroduced them.
Yeah, 'cause people
as
were
like a
like, what
limited
the
item, and then they
fuck?
were like, "No, we're keeping them."
Yeah, that's what Taco Bell did the same thing with the Mexican pizza. There are certain things that people are like, "What? Why are you taking this away?" And then your Taco Bell experiments with fucking chicken nuggets.
That's so disgusting.
It's
You can
crazy.
get Trix yogurt at Walmart right now.
What?
I'm saying, my nigga, you always
serious?
got to
Don't call
check.
me that. Don't say it like
Shut
that.
up.
Don't say it like that.
This doesn't make sense.
N-words.
Doom, doom, doom.
No.
It's mystical. It's like a little like whimsy.
What do you mean? I could have sworn.
You have to check on things every year because
You
Sid
gotta
just
check every fucking day.
I'm dead serious, bro.
I'm so gay.
Screaming that into frame is crazy. You yelling it and it happened. No, I don't like that part. I don't like him popifying it. I like the beginning of it.
Where did she go? Where did you go?